put us on air?
We are live.
Hello, everybody. I can see you.
Oh my god.
Hello, internet.
Can you see them? Aw, oh, damn it, Nick. You had to start with Thweek right away. Fucking A.
Oh, fine.
Well, boys, I didn't let you down. Sky is falling, so I got the good stuff. If you know what Templeton Rye is,
Nice.
You know that Robert, I believe Chris said he is actually playing in that one. So, are you judging it?
No, I am playing at Michigan. The only one that I'm judging is Adepticon, and if I can finally convince people, I would like to judge Indy, just because I'm scared that the store owner said he's judging and one of the people playing is judging, which is wrong. It's like I want to walk in there and be like, I will drop and do this. Just please let me do this.
Oh man, that doesn't sound like a good idea at all. Indy should be pretty big, shouldn't it?
Yeah, the store like looks like it can hold 100 people, and he's trying to push over 150. So we'll see. It's gonna be asses and elbows.
Free X-Wing lap dance.
There you
go. Holy shit, Sean Runcie's even on the show tonight. That's crazy. This is gonna make a whole bunch of sense to him.
Yeah.
Unless he's been secretly playing X-Wing in his basement by himself. I doubt it, though.
I doubt it.
Okay.
Hello.
Kyle, did you have any show notes, or are we just winging it?
Winging it.
I feel like we're just winging it.
I figured if I made them, they wouldn't have worked very good tonight anyway, so.
We're going to try to be nice. No. Negativity checks itself at the door.
I ain't
fucking rainbows and sunshine here today,
That's
boys.
Right. The Sloot's here to blow rainbows up your butt, that's for sure.
Oh wait, I have to ditch the negativity?
Yep.
Okay.
Just shirt off. Yes!
Swoop!
There we go.
Oh my god, that was great. I think you've officially taken your shirt off more times on this podcast than I have.
Yeah.
Win.
For the win.
Talk about the crates making rules so that they can remain crates on top and everything else.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Probably. Most likely.
I'm just waiting for rants. I want to hear some rants.
I am going to try not to rant. I've told everyone on the chat that they have to stop me when I get going.
You got Templeton Rye. That's impossible.
I know. It's so good. So good when it hits the lips.
I'm so jealous. That stuff used to be impossible to find.
Hey, Kyle, did you see my picture that I posted to the groupies?
Thread? Hard to beat, harder to beat, hardest. Yeah. The diamond, yeah.
I love it.
Okay. It's Audacity. Everyone get the Audacity up.
Working on it.
Waves.
Mine's up and running.
Mine.
Mine's working.
I actually have something to say about that in my my section.
Okay. Your mines? Are you drinking coffee?
Who?
Me?
Yeah.
No, it's a nice herbal tea.
I just finished my hot chocolate. It was noms.
Fucking fail, man.
I got way too sloshed the last episode.
Well,
Actually, I didn't. I was actually feeling okay.
when you bring down 2 beers so you don't have to make that many trips to go get another beer, and then you just continue to drink even faster than normal. Yeah, I can see why that ramps up a little bit. Am I on the wrong podcast? No, Nick, you're on the right podcast. We're just gonna be the pillar of lifting for the community. We're gonna lift them spirits back up, baby. We're Ghostbusters. We're gonna exorcise them demons. No, we're probably not.
Okay, I clearly have to turn off my phone because Chris Allen won't stop screaming at me. Like literally about a trajectory simulator and Genius. He is actively screaming at me about this. He's like, why don't you just tell people it doesn't work? We'll believe you. Because I'm sorry, it does work. Sorry.
It was supposed to be the freaking Punisher fix. All right, let's get this baby rolling. We're already 20 minutes behind. Thanks, Mark.
Sorry.
It's okay, Uncle Mark.
Technical difficulties.
Don't let him bully you like that. Slap him around a little bit. You got
Okay.
seniority.
We're going to do the checklist. Power chords, go. Yes. Everyone's got power.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh,
For now.
wait. I need to upgrade my internet connection.
I'll be right back.
All right, I'm on wireless right now. I'm just plugging in my landline.
See, this go, no go thing, that was a genius idea.
Sure. Now, hopefully I don't drop switching.
What else we got? Everyone's headsets working. Everyone's got the blue wavy things.
Mm-hmm.
Waves.
Blue wavies. Standby alcohol. Alcohol.
Herbal tea.
What?
At least put something in it. Lie to us, Kyle. Lie to us.
Irish herbal tea?
No, I don't think it is.
Are you dying again?
Yeah, you look
No,
like an
I'm
old woman.
Who, me?
Yeah, you got your little shawl over you, and you're drinking herbal tea, and
This is my king's, like, cloak or whatever my wife calls it when I wear it around the...
your robe.
Yeah.
Hey, you got your robe on. At least one of us is podcasting correctly, I guess.
Yeah. I've got my robe on and my Hornet Squadron radio shirt.
Oh, isn't that cute?
Oh, look at that.
What a bunch of fucking nerds.
Since I don't have the camera on, you can assume I'm wearing a robe.
There you go.
I am drinking alcohol.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Mind.
It's the freest way to do it. Okay, let's get this started. Good.
We're gonna snap.
We do have to snap, though.
Keep it. Just keep going.
God.
Just snappies.
All right, 3,
OCX, interrupt this.
3, 2, 1.
That sounded off, but okay.
He'll get it figured out.
Can I go now, Mark?
Welcome back to OCX Radio. Take it away, Coach.
Good morning, X-Wing! Hey, this is not a test. This is OCX Radio. Time to rocket from the Delta Pilot to the 4BZ. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the OCX Radio podcast, coming to you live from downtown Orange City, Iowa. My name is Aaron the Coach Kroll. Join with me today, once again, Chris Chico. Oh, sorry, scratch that. Darth Chico Brown.
Frantically trying to ignore Chris Allen. Brown.
That's got to be hard to do. I mean, I
He
feel
does not make it easy.
I feel like he can just reach out and touch anyone, maliciously or not.
How old is he?
I think he's old enough.
Okay.
I mean, he could be lying, but he told me he was 26.
Did you just
That's what
assume
Jared
his
said,
age?
too.
I just assumed his age, and apparently I'm assuming his gender as well.
Jeez.
Chris Chico is, or not Chris Chico. Chris Allen is a beautiful 13-year-old Asian girl. So we'll just all leave him alone, her alone, whatever. Oh boy, right, starting this baby off with a bang. Also with us today, 467.5 miles to my right. Coming back from his well-deserved vacation, Uncle Mark Tippett.
Okay, guys, how you?
Oh,
So
dear
did it
God.
just pop and crackle all over the place?
Tyler, save us. You don't need to save us with the Empire. Just save your father's computer. No, you're good, Mark. We're hearing you loud and clear.
And you're on Audacity too, so it'll come in
It'll be
clear
fine.
on the podcast.
Forget about these jokers on YouTube. They don't matter. And bringing up the rear, as always, the old lady himself, Kyle, the Sloot Stews.
I am Sloot.
I'm Sloot.
I am Sloot.
Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once again to the OCX Radio podcast. We are currently in a fallout shelter right now because the sky is falling.
Yeah. He's drinking Templeton Rye.
I'm drinking
tea.
It's the
I'm
end of the
drinking some
world.
Avalanche.
X-Wing may be over, so I decided to go out with the good stuff. Templeton Rye. Can't get this everywhere. Good old 80 proof rye whiskey made right here in Iowa.
Is it time for a toast?
It could be time for a toast.
Shall we do a toast?
I think we should do a toast.
All right, here we go, boys. Here's to good drinks, good games, and good conversation. May we never lament being sober and irrelevant.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, I like that one.
I worked on that way too long today.
You really worked hard today, didn't you?
It was worth it.
Oh, good Lord. If my boss asks, yes, I worked really hard.
So, I guess we might as well just not play around with the foreplay and just get right to it, I guess. So, as everyone has, I'm sure, heard, the Nim Miranda is coming. It has come. It is the second coming of Dengaroo. So, we all know the end times are here.
The second coming.
It's full-on panic mode. I don't believe this list can be beaten by anything. Period. Even though I've seen it being beaten twice on stream.
I have played it and got slaughtered by quick draw and 3 gunboats.
But that is
a
possible?
tough matchup for that.
Chico, it cannot be possible. It just can't. You must be spinning lies because Trajectory Stimulator it just wins games. I just put a proton bomb out there and it's done. It's gone. You're dead.
Miranda Nim, brought to you by Nerfing the Jump Boats. You're welcome.
Oh my God. Let's bring back the jump boats. That's a terrible idea.
Is it better than Miranda Nim? Because people were beating that.
Man, I don't know. I really don't.
The sad thing is like before this past weekend, Miranda Nim had it won a tournament, like this trajectory simulator version, had it won a tournament at all before this past weekend? Because I know over in Europe, they had that one case where 7 of the top 8 were that list. Now it kind of makes me wonder, was 7 of the top 8 that list? Like, 1, because it's pretty good, but 2, because every single good player clearly brought it? And is it just one of those self-fulfilling prophecies of, well, if those guys would have just brought other stuff, they probably still would have been in the top 8, and it would have just been different.
Right. It feels like it's one sample size of a tournament, and I mean, yes, it's a very good list. It's super, super good, and it is very hard to beat, but it's not unbeatable.
Right.
I don't think that it is going to be the end all be all. I don't think it's going to be anywhere near Dengaroo. Dengaroo was, I mean, that was just spitting in your face like evil. But
Yeah,
even then, like,
infinite action, Dengar.
you had to deal with it. I mean, you just had to deal with it. Yes, it got nerfed, and that's because enough people cried. And should it have been nerfed? Yes, but I don't know, man. It just seems like every freaking regional season, one list does well, and the whole community blows up, and it's like, nerf, and I feel like
that's kind of the nature of it. And I mean, I feel like there's two types of people in this community. There's the ones that just enjoy it as it comes, and oh, there's a new best list, let's just keep enjoying it. Okay, this is a different scenario, let's try to solve this puzzle. And then there's the people that oh, there's something really good, crap. And now there's something else really good. Shit. Like, now this thing over here's like, fuck. Like, and they just over and over until it's, man, that thing's really broken. But that's what I play. So it's, I love that list.
Super. But that's what I play. Don't pay no attention to the list over here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the problem.
Like, if Nim Miranda didn't exist, we would be screeching from the heavens about gunboats or this new ghost list that's popping up. Which that one scares me more than any of the other lists. It's like I'm fine facing Nim Miranda. Like I've done it before. I'm fine facing gunboats, but fucking ghosts can go die in a fire. And there's the new one with Fen, where they pair it with Fen, and they got Maul as the crew, and that thing could go to hell.
That thing is straight awesome. To hell. I love that thing.
Guess what?
And I tried to play it, and there are so many triggers, so many damn triggers, that I must have missed a dozen of them before combat started. It was crazy. And like I seriously took my friend's gunboats, smacked him off the table, and went, fuck this list. It's like, not playing it. Nope. Pick something else. We're doing something else. I concede. Like it was so bad. I hate it.
Go ahead, Mark.
I hate facing it. I hate flying it. Fuck that list. Okay. I'll pause.
That list twice this weekend, and I was 1-1 with it with 4 Y-Wings with TLTs. I don't care. You can take my dice away. You can take my focus away. I just pound you in the face until you die.
Let's see. Am I wrong in saying that 4 TLTs, Y-Wings, would just be a nightmare for Nim Miranda?
I'm not afraid of them either.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just so much.
One agility ships. And you're only putting 2 of them on the board. Oh yeah.
Oh well, depending upon how Mark flies it, because like I've seen Mark fly quad TLT, and he flies it the right way. Which would make it difficult. But if you let me just joust it, that double harpoon off the beginning with a trajectory simulator thing would put a hurting on those quad TLT, because it would be 3 TLT real quick, and then another turn later it'd be 2 TLT, and like you're losing the damage rates at that point.
You have to catch me in a formation. If I know you're in TLTs, I'm not flying formation.
Right.
I believe I started this conversation with Mark knows how to fly it right. but I faced enough people with quad TLT where they stick it in a box and they throw it down your face, and that's wrong.
Oh yeah, I understood.
It's I don't know. It just and we are the podcast community. Like we are. Everyone listens to, probably not us, but a lot of other people. I hope they listen to us. I don't know. I think we're fun, cute. Like we're that fat chick on the corner that's pretty easy to get laid. You know, if you need a quickie or something like that.
We have a fan. We have a fan in Normal, Illinois.
We have one fan. You don't count,
No.
Mark. You're on the show.
I'm not in Normal, Illinois.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he listens when I'm on. But
Oh.
hey,
Well, give him a shout out. Go ahead. Make him
Harold
don't
Larson.
wait till the end of the show.
Harold Larson. I'll
Well,
talk about him more later on.
Okay. Anyway, I can see where.
Shout out to Chris Allen, who just joined the YouTube live chat.
Oh, fuck. In your own words, Chris, nobody listens to us. He didn't say that. I just put that in his 13-year-old Asian girl's mouth.
Oh,
now he has to go download it. Oh boy! Good thing I don't say no. So basically, we go through, and I know this. We're all gamers, so we instinctively have this. I could make this better. If they just did this, it would be better. But and we had this conversation today. Like, who is FFG really looking at to please? Are they looking at the competitive guy? Like, we kind of narrowed it down to a 3-tier system. Like, there's your casual guys, maybe play every once in a while. And there's the tier 2 guys, store champs, kit tournaments, stuff like that. And then there's the 1%ers up here, which is probably more like, what do we say, around 20%? It's probably highly competitive. Of the global aspect of FFG, like all X-Wing players, the whole pie. What do we say, 20, 30, 50? Something like that?
Well, I would like, and this is just baseless guessing, but I would guess that like somewhere between like around like 15-20% is probably like the really competitive people who go to like store championship and above, and then you've got the people who like go to stores every week and they do the kit tournaments, and they probably play more like on a casual night and at home than they do anything else, and that I imagine would be like the large majority. And then there's like a big chunk that's just casual, like people who bought the models because they look cool, people who just play with their kids and stuff like that. And I imagine those people are probably like 20-30%. So the people in the middle, I think, is the big group. And those people fly all sorts of wacky jank. So a lot of them don't really care about these high meta lists, except for the fact that they probably have 1 or 2 of those hyper competitive people who practice at their store and come in and stomp them with those. So that's where they have to worry. But frankly, that guy who comes in and stomps them because he's hyper competitive would probably stomp them with any list, just because they're that good. Kind of thing.
He's putting in he or she is putting in the reps, the practice, the knowledge, whatever. He's drawing from everywhere. I'm trying to wonder, because yes, if we scream and yell loud enough, FFG hears us and they fix it. They do that. I'm just wondering are we screaming and yelling about the right things? Because we're screaming and yelling all the time. It is constant. I mean, I can't even go on the forums anymore because it's just always do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. There's hardly any recognition for the game as a whole, and recognizing that there are multiple levels of players that are involved in this game. Like your casual guys, they're probably still running they're still running their contractor scouts the way it is. It's printed on the card. That's the way I'm going to run it. And they could care less, probably.
Oh yeah, I bet there's a lot of casual people that have no idea about the FAQ, because like I play Imperial Assault Campaign. The only reason I looked at the FAQ was because the rebels on the side of my campaign were bitching about the Emperor's Guard people, and I knew those got nerfed. So I was like, okay, I'll go check out the FAQ and pull that down so we can play easier. And then also, I play Armada just casually in my house. I've never taken it to a store, and I've never looked at the FAQ for that. Probably should, but whatever. I'm having fun, so fuck you. Whatever. I'm one of those people in like every tier.
There you go. You're the third tier there, second tier there, and you're in the top tier in X-Wing. But it's I'm cautious when you hear enough of maybe the voices of X-Wing, like start labeling things the way they're labeling Nim Miranda. I know it's a good list. I know it's a tough list to beat, but it is beatable. It's not. Go ahead, Kyle.
When it comes to Nim and Miranda, it's totally beatable. I know my list isn't the best. I would like to see them come straight at me. That would be hilarious. I don't know. I guess the reason why people are the Nim Miranda thing. Nim was broken when it first came out. Everybody knew that. Advanced Sensor Nim, Pilot Skill 10 was just a pain in the ass. I figured out that trajectory simulator as soon as I put it on him, revitalized him. I was like, huh, Nim's not dead. They gave Genius a nerf, but Nim's still great.
Miranda? Let me interject here. Do you think Advanced Sensors Nim or Trajectory Stimulator Nim is worse? I mean, worse as in bad for
Trajectory Simulator Nim is a little bit more predictable than Advanced Sensor Nim. So I would say he's less cancerous. But the problem with Miranda is, and this is my beef with Miranda, is the fact that, okay, so I used to play Contracted Scouts. They're gone. You see me crying? No. I was sick of playing them anyway. You gave me an excuse to move on to something else. Thank you. Whatever. Miranda's been around for an eternity, causing the same kind of problems as the Contracted Scouts. And it's not so much the fact that she's, I don't know, unbeatable, degenerate, whatever you want to call it. It's just the fact of it's time to move on from Miranda. Let's just, I don't want to use other games for an example, but let's just use Magic the Gathering for example and say the same guy has been winning the same worlds list, and it's been the same crappy deck that nobody wants to play anymore, and it just keeps getting brought around. Everybody plays it. Everybody loses to it. It's been around for eternity, and they do nothing about it. What happens to a game that stays the same? It goes stagnant. If everything that's still good is always going to be good and everything that new comes out is going to get schooled by this one thing, it needs to go away. Nobody else is going to be introducing themselves to the game. Would you agree with that statement, Chico?
Well, yeah, I would agree, but my counter to that is that these lists aren't going around crushing every single tournament they look at. And I've seen, like I've been paying attention to results, around, and there's been one tournament that was won by Nim Miranda, and I don't recall seeing Miranda at the top of any others. And frankly, I've seen Miranda paired with a bunch of other things that were pretty good. Now, I think Nim is the best pairing right now. But it's kind of like she's turning into the new Biggs, where Biggs was around for an eternity, but Biggs wasn't broken on his own. He just got paired with other things that were really good and just made them better. So good for the longest time, but he wasn't like overbearing on the top. Like he won one Worlds. I don't think any of the other ones, but I could be wrong.
Okay, but see, you're kind of justifying a little bit of what I said there. Do you think that Biggs could have used that nerf a long time ago so Rebels could have moved on from him earlier? Do you want Miranda to stick
from a design space? I definitely think from a design space, having Biggs out of there makes it so that the Rebels have expanded a lot more and made it a lot more interesting.
Correct. And another thing too is I wasn't necessarily complaining a lot about Nim Miranda because I'm not, quite frankly, that worried about it. I've played plenty of Nim. I've played plenty of Miranda. Oh, they're on the same table together. I'll figure it out. I'm solely, let's just focus on Miranda. I don't like nerfing stuff either, but is it time for them to do something about Miranda? Is it time for them?
I don't think so. Because like on her own, she's what a carrier for Sabine and Rebel Regen. It's like there's plenty of Rebel Regen. Rebel Regen does its thing. I don't see anything that's like crazy broken on her. It's just in that combo with Nim makes her bonkers good. But like Miranda in other lists like Miranda Ray, Miranda's pretty good. Not like awesome. Whatever other list she shows up in, like just she's not out there crushing people as this top tier like ace character. I do think that like harpoons have revitalized her as well a little bit because she can be like, okay, I got my bombs, I got my regen, and I can tack on a missile now.
And you can throw 5 attack dice harpoon. I mean, it's awesome. I mean, you're
right. So I mean, there's definitely something to be said about Miranda being really good, but I see Miranda needing to be nerfed just like I see Poe needing to be nerfed. Really good, but doesn't need to be nerfed. Or like Corrin, like really good. I wouldn't go out swinging the nerf hammer.
I just feel like that one tournament where it was 7 out of 8 on the top 8 was all Nim Miranda. It's one tournament. Like the next few regionals, it was screaming to the heavens like, oh no, and now everyone's like, oh no, Nim Miranda, it's so bad. Like they probably never even faced it or played it.
That's
but now they're going,
bring nothing but Imperial.
Oh no, they're saying this is the greatest thing given. So I mean, obviously players are not going to be going. You're going to have the same thing we've gone through every regional season. You're going to have the crushing, awesome, super good list, and then you're going to have guys that go, okay, well, there is a counter to it, so I'm going to bring the counter. And then there's going to be the guys that are going to go, I feel like around this area, everyone's going to bring the counter, so I'm going to bring the counter to that counter, and it's just a revolving door. Happens every single regional season.
Here's a question. Here's a question for you though. Does any ship alone beat Miranda solo?
Rack.
Yeah.
Rack eats Miranda.
Poe wouldn't be awful, like one-on-one. I had a match when I was down at Indy that if I could have just gotten like one more damage on the thing that wasn't Miranda and gone one-on-one, I'd have beaten Miranda. I think Kylo can single-handedly take Miranda because he's more points and he can just run indefinitely.
But is that what is? So, I mean, like you want to fly in there because you know that you're going to take him down. Not like, let's play this. I have 54 points. You have 52 points. 70 minutes of flying around in a circle.
But that's what a tournament is.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, like, if you wanted to take her down and you wanted to solo her with the ship, I'm not saying. I know what you mean. I know
that's a problem with Rebel Regen as it is. I mean, up at Chicago, I had Poe, and I played 6 games and never lost Poe. He never died. And people just knew that was going to happen, so they didn't factor that into their end game strategy. They were like, okay, I got to get enough so that I don't have to kill Poe. So, I mean, it's just one of those things with Rebel Regen. It's really difficult to kill them. If you go single, like one-on-one versus Corrin, good luck.
Yeah.
That's just Rebel Regen for you.
Ace is going to be a thing now since it won San Antonio?
Well, it won San Antonio, and it won whatever the thing was that Duncan won. So like it's definitely good, but you need to be one of those Palp Ace flyers that's damn good at it. And I think over the past few waves, a lot of people have lost that skill. I know I certainly have because I tried to fly it, and I'm like, nope, I'm shit with Inquisitor, just shit. So that's rough. but won
That was
regionals in North Carolina, where like 75%
8 people were
of the top was Imperial, and the rest was Scum, and there wasn't a single Rebel list, and they were like, Rebels are fucked, and Scum is okay, and Imperials are obviously awesome. I love X-Wing right now. Like, if you go back and listen to that episode, like, Crates were so excited because they were like, we told you so. Imperials are fucking awesome. And then we're Imperials now. They've kind of settled into that like next tier right below. I mean, they're still good, and like they're still popping up with players who are really good with them, but they're not out there crushing tournaments with 75% of the cut anymore.
But see, I like that fact though, that like Imperials are the finesse faction. Like, if you're good at flying and eyeballing, and you know if you're a top player, you can run Imperial, and you can pretty much. I mean, the guy went 15-0. Joel Killingsworth, something like that.
the Barons.
Yeah, the Baron guy. He went 15-0 with Inquisitor, Quick Draw, and frickin' Yor. And
that's crazy.
His final match was Nim Miranda, and pretty much spanked him. I mean, it was hilarious.
His game before that was against three boats and Quick Draw.
Yeah,
I watched that and said he can't win. Oh, he did.
Yeah, it's good players that fly good stuff. I mean, now if Joel's running Nim Miranda and he has that knowledge as well, yeah, I'm pretty sure he could make that list too. I want to put more on the player than the list so much, because I feel like it is the player that will win the match if he's running a good list and he knows what he's doing. I don't. Now, can you say for maybe a mid-tier level player picks up Nim Miranda, is he going to win a lot of games? Yeah. But is that a bad thing?
No.
I mean, the more he plays the list, the better he does at it. Maybe the better pilot he becomes. Is he good against the mirror? I don't know. I mean, I don't want to just because one list does so well in one tournament, I don't want to start, following the dodo birds off the cliff and being like, well, it's the end times are here. I know they're not saying that, but it seems like there's a little bit too much hysteria going on around this one tiny list, and it doesn't need to be that. I mean, let's see what the regional season gives us. Now, at the end, and it's like fucking Paratani, and it's winning every regional and every system open and every freaking whatever else is out there for a highly competitive, then it's a problem. But as of right now, it's a shit list you're going to run into. If you're not a good player, you're probably going to not like it. But you know what? You're playing X-Wing, guys. It's a fun game. You could be at work. I mean, shit. There's a lot fucking worse things off in life than having to face a couple of Nim Mirandas during a tournament. Yeah, you're going to get a little pissed. Yeah, you're going to be like, bleh. But just, you got to step it back a little bit, reflect, go, it's a game. We're here to have fun. Yes, losing is not fun. But, winning is, and if you want to win, bring this list. That's fun. Winning is fun. If you're winning with a really toxic list, as they say, you don't care. You're fucking winning. I thought that was the whole mentality of a tier 1 player, is you bring what wins. Am I wrong?
Now, I would rather play against Nim Miranda every single game in a 6-game tournament than face what Chris Allen ran down in San Antonio. Did you hear what he ran?
Kylo.
It was Kylo and Soontir with a massive bid. Like 18-point bid. And because of that 18-point bid, it meant his Kylo was worth 65 points if it was the last ship on the board. And his Soontir was worth like 53 points if it was the last ship on the board. just completely insane. like, like
that
I would despise playing against that.
I got to give him a fucking high. I mean, I'm gonna give him a high five when I see him, whenever that is. But like, it was so beautiful because he's already got his regional, right? He's already got his system open invitation or whatever. So he's just like, I'm just gonna fuck around today, and everyone talks about having the fucking huge bid, and like, let's see how it goes. And he's a good player, 2 really good ships, and like I couldn't imagine. It's like 5-1, like holy fuck. and he put that "help me please" post with the bombs and the fucking ghost, and I was like, well, there's the end of that one. And
and then he pulled that one out.
For some reason, he pulled that one out. Of course, what? All you got to do is get half on the ghost and you win, or something like that, or half on one of them. Yeah, they're not gonna kill you. But it was
so ridiculous.
But see, like that to me, like if I saw that across the board, I'm like, oh fuck, this is gonna be so much fun. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna send the whole list of this one ship. Like I'm gonna have a blast with this because I'm there to have fun.
But what if you brought that list?
Did he just say tweak? Fuck. Chris Allen, thanks a lot for tweaking us.
So what if your opponent just had PS11 and your name was Travis? That probably wouldn't be a good idea.
Oh, you are just goddamn poking me, aren't you? Not yet.
He was so salty, so damn salty.
I'm only 2 drinks in. Talking to Travis, that's a 4-drink minimum right there. Oh.
One of the things that I wanted to talk about a little bit too, just to get your guys' opinions, is if you take a look at some of the ships that have created some of the problems in the game, one of the things that you can see that's similar is that their upgrade bar is just unlimited. You get 2 bombs, 2 missiles, 2 torpedoes, an EPT, a turret, cruise slot, an illicit slot, just also an astromech, whatever you want to call it. I mean, would you say that they kind of screwed up in that little small window of time frame where they said, let's just blow this up and allow you to put like 12 upgrades on one ship?
Well, now we did discuss this earlier, and something that I finally came up with was that the ships that you see that are bonkers broken with a bajillion upgrades, it seems like they have multiple weapons. And that's the part where I think is the real catch. Because like Miranda, she just runs in with that Alpha Strike and throws a harpoon at you, and then she runs away in TLTs.
Yeah.
And that's where like that double weapon gets you. And trying to punish somebody for too many upgrades, I think is one, extremely difficult to try to weigh that properly, because different ships need it more than others, especially with all the ships that have like free titles. That's just hurting them. But multiple weapons, I wonder if there was a way to say like hey, you can only have one weapon type, and then it's like you can have your TLT or you can have your harpoon. Pick one. So something like that. I wonder if that would calm it down some.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, you still got Nim with his TLT and his bombs. You know what I mean?
Well, in that list, he also has harpoons.
Mm-hmm. So there's 3 of them.
So
I feel like, I mean, but also the aesthetic of the ship. I mean, it's a K-wing. It's like there's fucking. I mean, they duct tape missiles on the goddamn wings. Like it feels like it should have that many upgrades. It's just, someone figured out that this combination and this combination makes a really good list. I hate nerfing shit because for an owner, I have to like tell all these people that are wanting to get into the game. As a store owner, it's kind of my, when they go to a tournament, I'm kind of a half-assed judge as well, and I have to tell them like, hey, this. I mean, I got it right here. This is the fucking FAQ right here. I have to hand them this. And that's a big, I mean, it's a turnoff. It really is. It's like, I have the rule book right here. I'm like, no. That's shit. You can throw that in the garbage. It's when I start nerfing. Should it be in playtesting? Yes, it probably should. Do they have enough playtesters to playtest everything? No, they don't. Is nerfing a necessity in all games? Yes, it is. It's just, it's when we as a community start just fucking blowing up. That's when I have a problem. It's like, just give it its due course. If it turns out to be Dengaroo, then yes, nerf the shit out of it. I don't care if you got to take the crew slot off of Miranda or you got to take, a bomb slot off of Nim or something like that. I don't know.
The TLT off of her. You got to take the TLT off of her. Then it's harder for her regen.
You take the TLT off of Miranda. No one will fly her.
Sure, they will. They'll get 5 attack die harpoons and bombs.
And then what? Like that's the caveat on top of that's her point fortress like nest egg right there.
Well, you take away the torpedoes, the astromech from Dengar.
Yeah, that one.
They went a little too far. Nerfed. Yeah,
I think that was when they saw.
I think it was just right because Dengar's still pretty good. He's not breaking anything, but he's still pretty good.
Have you seen him lately?
Dengar and Ventress are a solid combination.
Oh, I could see that.
But yeah, Dengar, and like what you basically have to put on him is title, expertise, and K4. So he's still getting that I roll in with a green and I don't have to do any actions. It's like maybe I'll barrel roll because that's all I need. So he's like it's fun. Like I've always enjoyed flying Dengar. But yeah, he was that ship was just so oppressive, and they were just like, fine, we're sick of it. And I think it was like pent up rage of like any of you that have kids and they do something wrong and you tell them, hey, quit doing that, and then they continue to do it. And he's like, hey, knock it off, and then they just keep doing it. Say, hey, I said stop it. And that's when you snap and just go get the hell to your room. And that's what finally happened with Jump Masters, because they were like, okay, we'll nerf this thing. Why don't we just do this? Okay, we'll nerf this. We're just gonna go. We'll nerf this. Get out!
Just fucking stop it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it was weird. Felt like I was yelling at my own kids right there. But
to have
it is true. It is it's if it like I said, if it's Paratani big or it's Dengaroo big, they'll do something about it. But it was one tournament, and it was a couple of entries here and there. Pump the brakes. Let's settle this thing out a little bit. I mean,
that looks good, Chris.
Oh yeah.
I kind of feel like we're harping on the same thing that everyone else is like. We're hyping this up too big, but I'm trying to tell you it's not that big.
I just want to, and if you look at it too, the newer ships that have been coming out, they've kind of restrained themselves from ever giving them an upgrade bar that huge again. Do you think it's because they kind of seen that they screwed up big time with giving a couple of ships that amount of upgrades though on that upgrade bar?
I don't think so.
So they're the next wave. They're going to come out with 3 ships that have like 12 upgrade slots.
Who knows? I mean, the BSF, that's got a pretty good bar on it, doesn't it?
Not really.
Well, when you put all the titles and everything, it adds 4 fucking bomb slots, and it adds all this.
It's not giving it a TLT with some degenerate. Regen ability that, tosses bombs out at range 5 at any given point off of its base. I mean,
there could be an argument for TLT, but even that, like, is it really that bad? Is TLT that bad these days anymore?
Well, on Miranda, that's what I'm saying.
But
And yes, TLT on the Ghost is toxic. I hate the Ghost. We discussed this earlier. It can die in a fire.
it is, yes. And you've
Strong
seen a bunch of
Ghost-
things. Go ahead, Mark.
But Ghost can be taken out by lots of TLTs really fast.
Fine, Mark. If I end up going to the Wisconsin regionals, I'll just bring quad TLT there. Fine.
Oh, be a man. Run the tie
because
aggressors.
You can't play them right.
These young whippersnappers don't know how to fly these ships.
That's why mine have a clutch and 3 on the column.
Oh, boy. God, 3 on the column. Oh, man.
And I'm just I have the Y-wings in the box, but I have other things that I'm looking at too. I guess I'm to that point where it's like, do I really want to try to put the time in to fly something else when I've got this kind of more or less down? Not really, because, you know, you roll into a bad draw and for the day. It happens. Jen.
What? Did we lose him?
I feel like he's trying to tell us something.
I was just talking, but I left. I'm done.
Oh, okay.
You just left.
Now I'm just, I saw Chris staring blindly into his screen going,
Sorry, I expected the old man to say over.
Roger. Over. What a bunch of buttheads
So,
I hang out with.
You wanted this, Mark. You wanted this.
So are there any other comments on the topic, or shall I move on to the next thing I want to talk about?
Take it away, Chico.
I think we've done well.
They updated the tournament regulations. Anybody else see that?
Are you talking Epic?
No, the regular tournament regulations.
What?
There's a new version out. Yeah. And like massive changes. So in the Swiss rounds, they added the word the. In single elimination rounds, they added the word that. And that's it.
And Horton Psalm has an EPT.
What?
2.0.
2.0.
No, but then to jump on what you clearly realized is the actual talking point, they added a whole document just for Epic, and that's awesome. Now, I haven't gotten a chance to completely run down through it, but the big point in it is that for a 1v1 match, you are required to have between 2 and 5 Epic points. For a team match, you're required to have between 3 and 6 Epic points.
Now,
So
I believe the Corvette and the Raider are 2 points. The transport.
The Corvette and Raider are 3 points. The GR75, the Gozanti, and the Sea Rock are 2 points. So if you're Scum, well, you basically have to run. For a single player game, you only have to run one ship. Doesn't matter which one. For a team, you have to have 2 ships. Or one of the big ships.
Okay.
So I like that.
I like it.
It's like I always thought, like, I only really play Epic at home, and we just throw it down on the big ass pool table and just throw as much shit on the table as we can. But we always make sure that we have Epic ships involved, just because I think it's cooler. Now, granted, this coming from the person that I played at Worlds, one of the Team Epic games, and me and my partner ran all X7 defenders.
Oh my god!
And
you can only have 8. I suppose that fills up 300 points real fast.
Well, 12. You can have 12.
Oh yeah, 12 small.
But yeah, it filled up quick, and we played against quad brobots, a hawk, and a whole bunch of heavy laser cannon M3As. So it was pretty nuts. But it was just chaos.
Well, that's a cool rule. I like that. It's forcing you to have a large ship or huge ship, whatever. It's what Epic's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't played a fucking Epic game in forever, but I barely even play X-Wing these days.
At the old store, we played our last Epic game, remember?
No, because I drank a lot of alcohol that game.
Get about one Epic game in per year.
I think I was running a raider with a whole bunch of swarms, and I'm trying to like move my swarm and fucking knocking over everything. I'm pretty sure
that's the way to do it.
I'm pretty sure I killed like 3 of my own ties. It's like I totally thought that one bank would fit with the raider. No. I mean, it fit. It went where it was going to go, but took half my squad with it. Okay, so they're adding these new rules in. Is that maybe a telltale sign that we might be getting the missing skew Scum Epic ship?
That would be awesome.
That'd be interesting.
I would think that's the natural progression.
Since it would be their second one.
Be,
something tells me that they're going to want this group of ships for a while. I think they're really like. I guess if you can look at it this way, from FFG standpoint, right? Like this group of ships, this many ships, all cobbled together in one meta, should really tell you, okay, this needs to get tweaked. This needs to get tweaked before we start releasing anything else. Maybe that's the reason we're not getting anything very soon. Maybe they're learning. Maybe. Does that make sense to anyone else or just me?
Well, yeah, it makes sense to me. I really think that they're hesitating on this next wave, not only because they're giving us a little bit of relief from having the same thing that we had that one time, where we just got bombarded with like 7 ships all at once within like 3 months.
Yeah.
But it's just like buyer fatigue, especially when they put out a bunch of ships that were more expensive this time. I mean, has anybody seen 3 BSFs yet? Because they're $40 a piece. You know, it's just one of those things.
Seth is really close to buying his third.
I got one. It's good enough.
But you see what I mean?
Can I borrow yours, Chico?
It's kind of like buyer's fatigue.
Sure.
They put a bunch of ships out there. They want to give the people the opportunity to buy them.
Yeah, and I understand that. I mean, they're not going to go all the way till Gen Con without releasing anything. I do feel like we'll get a preview probably in February or March, something like that. Give us a little tease, and then we'll get new shit.
Driving me nuts, though. Like I need something to expect. Like
No.
I don't know how many people realize, but this is the first time since the gap between Wave 2 release and Wave 3 announcement that we've had a gap. Every other time there was something we were expecting before the previous thing actually hit stores. We've never had a gap before since that time.
Now,
how's it driving you crazy though? Because I actually enjoy it. Because here I am, I'm able to go into the regional tournaments with a clear conscience of just taking what I know and already have what's out there without trying to list build with future shit while I'm trying to go to the tournaments at the same time. I like it.
Well, it's right. Like from that aspect, I definitely agree. I still have a U-wing that I haven't even put on a table. So I would definitely like some time to be able to just sit there and go, okay, that ship, never flown it, forcing it on the table. And that's what I did all through store championship season. I knocked out like 4 or 5 ships that I've never flown just because, okay, I won my first store championship. Now let's have some fun. Had never done that. Let's go. Never done that. Let's go. And it was a blast. Finally got the quad jumper played. But I always like to have something on the horizon. It's just it's just fun. It's fun to have something to think about.
I don't know how Chris Allen knows about this book because I'm pretty sure he hasn't sired any children yet. But he just said someone needs to get Chris a copy of What to Expect When You're Expecting, which I'm pretty sure we have a copy somewhere.
I have way too many copies of that book. What to Expect When You're Expecting, What to Expect the first year, the second year. Oh, they're actually solid books if you're having kids. So there you go. Suck it.
How not to forget your first child when your second one.
Chris Allen is procreating.
Ooh. Chris.
Tiny little salt monsters running around.
make sure to wrap that baby up. I don't know. Has Mary popped the question?
And Chris Allen called us wholesome earlier. Oh, that's cute.
Salt monsters. It's such a good fucking word. Oh, I ordered my kids OCX shirts too. I think I might put that on the back. Salt Monster 1 and Salt Monster 2.
Nice.
Oh, that's great.
Only when she tries to tickle you.
For those wondering, I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces on the chat. The new OCX tournament shirt should be at my store January 26th. So if you are in the United States, hopefully that you'll get them within a week after that. For you international guys, damn. I'm charging you guys out the ass for all this fucking work I'm doing. Because holy shit, I did not realize, one, that we had that many international fans. Two, it's a bitch to mail international.
How many trajectory simulators do you have? Can you just trajectory simulator it over there?
I think that only gets to Iceland. I think I need to cheat and advanced sensor boost and then trajectory stimulate.
So will my shirt end up coming to your store, or will it be coming to my house since I filled out all the paperwork?
I don't know. Did you send it to your house or did you send local pickup?
No, I sent it to my house.
Okay, then it should come to your house.
Well, I hope so.
But, U.S. Postal System, who knows? It's a government organization. They run on tax dollars.
Get on the phone with customer support. Like, I ordered a T-shirt. I wanted it to my house. Where's my T-shirt?
It's a public service, and you can't trust those guys. Roads. Oh, speaking of roads, so far right now, Kiefer is the winner of the free shirt so far because he sent a picture of a giant bag of shield tokens sitting on the shoulder of Zach Matthews when they were playing the other night.
Nice.
So it looked like a bag about this big. So if you could beat that, you gotta have him take a picture. I feel like we should just have Kiefer be the mule in this whole thing. Send them to Kiefer's house, and then he'll get them to Zach Matthews.
That'd be awesome.
The shirt mule.
He could be the shield mule. Oh, that would be great. No shield tokens in my mailbox, Zach. Not yet.
Have him sell the shirts in an M24 packs boxes.
So, let's see. What do we want to move on to? I think we've kind of hopefully we lifted some spirits. That's what we're here for. We drink, we play X-Wing, and we have fun.
But my PS9.
Oh no! Don't! God damn you, motherfuckers!
What if I just knew where you were going to be and you couldn't block me and I could go anywhere? What if PS9 was the highest, the highest possible PS?
I'm not doing it. I don't know the guy.
Not me because I'm awesome.
He hasn't had enough of the Templeton yet.
Hopefully I'll meet him at Worlds, and then we can have a little chat.
It's like, oh, it's nice to meet you. Now let me tell you why you shouldn't be angry.
Oh, it's so not true. They're spreading lies.
I love this.
It's not fair because Chris is on the chat. Like he can actually like try to. OCX Radio Orange City. If you would add a new type of obstacle to the game, what would it be? Ooh,
a new type of obstacle.
a new type of obstacle.
Ion cloud. Straight up ion cloud.
Yeah,
Falling off the
fuck
map.
yes.
Nope. Meteors
Yes.
that move at one forward.
No, that's evil.
Well, I have played that in one group we had, and we had a scatter die. So you roll it up and throw it, and it has an arrow pointing some direction, and then you have to move the asteroid that direction. So that was interesting, but little bonkers.
Time consuming.
Yeah.
I think an ion cloud would be fantastic.
Well, yeah, and it's not too crazy.
No, it's just one ion token. Not even a damage.
Yeah.
But they're gonna be big. They gotta be big.
They're going to be gigantic.
Oh, there we go. Chris Allen says, obstacle that entirely prevents shooting when it obstructs.
Can we get the space worm? Can that be an obstacle?
So it can go out and just eat things?
Just eats things. If you're within range 1, roll a die. On a focus, it eats you.
Unless you're a Minoc, then you just live inside.
I was gonna say
Just live inside.
the Minox, yeah.
Oh, that would be fun. That would be hilarious.
That'd be fun.
I would have to say, yeah, if we're going to do a new obstacle, which I would totally be on board with. I mean, it shook the game up a lot when Debris came out.
Oh man, so many games did I have to explain to people. It's like, okay, I'm playing with Debris, and they're like, what? Yeah.
The best is when you have to like you look at a guy and he's putting down the like debris from the Raider and the Corvette or whatever.
Like,
They're,
yeah,
like, busting
I've had to tell some people, is like, how did you even get your list approved by the person up at Tournament HQ? Like, come on.
They're like, what, my debris? I'm like, no, it's not.
I can't use the giant Rebel transport debris cloud? What the hell?
No. What would be great is if you just took the Rebel transport like template and just laid it down like, there's my
I'm using this
obstacle.
instead of my 3. There we go. It's like, no, you can't do that.
Oh,
Cool,
that would,
but no.
that would be awesome.
Go back to your basement, play casuals.
Go back to the basement. You casuals are so cute.
just have to get that cattle prod out from behind the counter and shock them back to where they
Pat
need
them
to
on the
be.
head, send them on the way.
Yeah.
I think we can go to Mark. You want to do your segment before or after commercial break?
Oh, I don't care. Whichever you feel.
After, we need a commercial break.
Yep.
Yeah,
Commercial
we'll do
break.
a commercial break. So, you know what? I've been actually listening to our episodes. So, Vigaro, take it away. We haven't had that. We got to get Andrea on for the X-Wing Gone Wild.
Yeah.
Because they're truly going wild right now.
And Chico
Chris is
keeps
taking
taking his
fucking
shirt off. Yeah.
Jesus. That was
Tyler's
pretty good, though.
Tyler said that as far as he knows, there's no rules changes for the tournament of top 50.
Oh, okay.
Tournament of top 50. Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Day two of the drinks
that
thing.
one shouldn't. I mean, they changed it for team because team is one of those things where you bring a certain number of lists and you pair up against somebody and you choose your matchup. So that's where like it really comes into play, is like if there's one broken list and one obvious counter, you bring those two. And then you wild card your third, and that really sucks. So you kind of want some variety in those team ones just to make that fun. So I completely understand where they went with banning that, so that people wouldn't just bring Nim Miranda and Racklow, even though Tyler's still going to bring Racklow. But
yeah, we knew that.
Yeah.
Now you don't have
Actually,
to.
Have him come on because he's going out there to participate. Have him come on and talk about it.
Like now, or
Can we talk about Brent for a second?
oh god,
Outstanding. I am so up for bribery.
Oh, that is awesome. I'm so mad I'm not judging down there with him, because like I mentioned just being loud and obnoxious down there as a judge because it totally doesn't matter, and then he took it to a next level, and that was awesome. Like
it was
just like, I straight up am accepting bribes. I like that. So somebody already offered him $50 if at the beginning of every round he just stood up and screamed, "Dash's ability is now on," and then at the end of the round, "Dash's ability is no longer on."
Oh my god, that would get so annoying.
Yeah,
I don't even know if that's worth $50.
shit. I would do ridiculous things as a judge for $50.
I do. You know what? It was actually
Patrick offered that to him. It's
Patrick
awesome.
actually did that. His post made the Crate Cup what I think what they were all going for. It is lighthearted, fun. Let's just roll some dice, get drunk, and have a great time. I have a feeling that there's some people out there that think the Crate Cup is like what do I want to say? Like a premier event. It's like a system open only player run.
Well, in the Carolinas, it's fair.
Yes, but I feel like what he was like. This is not that type of competition. Like, it's a competition. We're all competitive, but this is like, we're just thrown in the air. Brett Wong's taking bribes, and he's the main judge. Like, everyone in their brain like click like, oh, okay. I'm actually wondering, did Brett is it Brent? Brent. You're muted. I can't fucking hear you.
Brent Wong. Yeah.
Okay, Brent.
May or may not be part of the X-Wing TO Illuminati, if it existed, which it doesn't, so never mind. Don't worry about it.
I don't know if his announcement came out before the trajectory simulator thing.
Before
or after. It came out before. Okay.
So you could bribe him to turn it back on.
Ooh. I never thought about that. Oh shit.
Take that, Chris Allen.
Oh man, that's great.
Oh, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a whole lot.
But like when I first heard about like the whole changing of the rule thing, I read it way too fast and I didn't realize it was a team event. But I read Brent Wong's thing. I was like, oh yeah, it's a fun time. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Now I was actually in a tournament where like bribing to re-roll dice was allowed, just because it was for charity. So at any time, you could take any amount of dice that was just physically rolled from somebody's hand, pay $1, and they had to re-roll those dice. And it got silly. And, we ended up, donating like, $40-50 to the charity. But, so it was a lot of fun that, somebody could, like, we had one guy who, doesn't usually win tournaments, and he walked in with just, a pocket full of ones and was like, I'm at least going to do pretty good. Like, I will make the dice gods work for me. and that was awesome.
A few years ago, I ran a charity event for BattleTech, and in the middle of that game, Godzilla walked onto the board.
Oh no, not Godzilla!
The first thing out of one guy's mouth is, "How many hits does it take to kill him?" And I just shrugged my shoulders at him. And he goes, "What's that mean?" I said, "Well, I guess you ought to shoot him and find out, I guess." And he goes, "Well, what kind of weapons does he have?" And I just shrugged my shoulders again. I said, "I guess you got to shoot him to find out." And the board, everybody left him alone, and then finally goes, "I just got to know."
Jeez. So, on a BattleTech front, Kyle, just that wasn't your first. Was that your first classic game?
Oh no, I started out playing classic.
Yeah, you started out playing.
I never played BattleTech until I met you.
We had a new guy that just started playing BattleTech, and he played his first classic BattleTech game ever, and just fell in love with it.
I told him he would. I told him Alpha Strike's okay, but I know for a fact you're gonna love BattleTech because he's more of a like D&D type person and likes to feel like he's
fill in dots. He likes filling dots.
Mm-hmm. I like filling in dots.
I feel like I have a question for Chris Allen that he needs to answer, but I don't know if I want to bring him on.
Just force him to answer it in chat. He's a listener now. Screw the listener. Except for the rest of you.
We don't do that. We're nice. It has to do with the banning of Trajectory Simulator.
Bond says,
well, yeah, I'm sure I could answer that. I mean,
okay, so with banning that card, right?
Why? Then it would take their new ship that everybody's paying $40 for.
What I'm wondering is, we're not gonna get a clear picture of what the meta is going forth.
Well, you're not going to get a clear picture of the meta from a team tournament
because
like,
it's a team tournament.
You're definitely bringing stuff as like okay, you bring a hard counter to this kind of thing. You bring a hard counter to this kind of thing, and you bring something that can just fucking survive. Because then if you have to place first, you place down your survival list. And then somebody has to match it and put down something else. And you're like, excellent. I know what counters that. You go counter it. And then, throw down the other thing. It's like, boom, got it. So
Chris says he's doing real-time homework.
Homework.
So young.
Yeah, no, I get that. It's just it would have been. It would have been.
It's all because it's a team tournament. It's like he despises it. And wants it to go away, as a lot of people do. But you're not just gonna go completely against what we all can read. I mean, the unfortunate thing is it works, and I haven't found a really good argument against it not working. Like the only one I've seen is like, oh, because launching and bombing are different. It's like, yes, and that's why it says instead of dropping, you launch, where Genius says drop. So drop and then drop, you launch instead of drop. Poof, I trajectory simulate. Like it's simple. It makes sense, but then it's so damn good. And they're hoping is like, oh please, like designer gods out there, just come down and throw down the hammer and magically, for whatever reason, say, no, it doesn't work. Why? Because we said so and we designed the game. So So we'll see.
Shit.
Like some people really think that's going to happen, and I don't see it being that easy. And I'd be surprised if they did it that quick as a snap decision.
I guess personally, I thought it would be interesting to see if they just left it in there and see like, I mean, I know everyone's going to bring the Nimmiranda, the rack low, but like, is there somebody out there that's crazy enough to bring not those and see how well they do? It would have been
in the team tournament.
Yeah,
that'd be rough.
I know, but it would have been interesting.
If you saw a clear cut, this is what a good bit of the meta is going to be, and then you just didn't plan for it. That's just poor team planning.
Anyway, I just for me, I thought it would have been interesting to like maybe see how the counters turned out.
What the hell? Who said that?
Oh, Chris. Chris
Kyle?
Is doing this weird, like...
Kyle?
What?
What's wrong with you?
I saw those and thought of Chris Allen right away because they're salty and savory.
Oh god.
Oh my
Jeez.
god. Holy shit. You need to put this on the chat. Oh my god. Those are,
Jiminy.
I don't even know what to say about those. I mean, I feel like they're up his alley, but
He said he's super in. Zach Matthews said he's super out.
oh, you said that too already.
Yeah, that's what I was giggling about.
Anyway,
So what all do we have when we come back from commercial? We've got
Mark's segment.
and then shitty list from a foreign land.
Yeah.
I gotta
Sure.
get another beer.
We were gonna maybe briefly talk about what can maybe go against Miranda.
I don't want to
Yeah,
talk too much longer.
We talked about that.
We did a
Okay.
little bit.
Then let's talk about. Let's see. Kyle and I got a regional in a week and a half. You've got a regional here coming up
I
too.
got
don't
one
you?
in 2.5 weeks.
Mark.
Yeah, 2.5 weeks. The Indy one. I am really terrified of this Indy thing. Like it is going to be like if they don't do something. Like I know one guy who's judging it. The other guy who I'm told is judging it says he's playing. So he's not judging, but the store owner thinks he is. And then it's just going to be like the store owner and one of his other employees running like all the rest of it. It's like, oh my gosh. Like I am trying to encourage the one guy who has like some pull with that store owner. It's like, just go to the store owner and tell him, hey, you know those TO prizes sitting there? The ones that, you know, the TO gets? Give us those. I'll use that to bribe some good judges into dropping and just playing and just judging. And then you sit back, enjoy your event going off without a hitch as you know, some really good judges sit here and just cruise it to the end. And like, what I can't understand why a store owner would not release their clutches like at all to allow that to happen. Like it seems so simple. Just there are people begging you who have proven that they're damn good at running these events, that you should just say, cool, go for it. It's done.
Yeah.
Just walk away and cash your check. Like, what are you doing?
Oh.
So I am definitely bringing all of my judge stuff, and if we have to do like a hostile takeover, I will drop in whatever round I'm in.
No,
Don't
drop.
just to judge.
Just bring no ships, and therefore you can do your draw, your final salvo loss.
Mm.
Do
I
it.
can't do that.
Just make sure you're wearing a crate shirt while you're doing it. I don't know. We can maybe do like a regional prep thing like other podcasts do, but ours basically involves waking up way too early, drinking way too early, and dropping way too early.
Works for me.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll do a quick regional prep, OCX style.
So did you guys get my video from the boat?
No.
From the boat?
I posted
buy a
it on. No, I was on a boat. I posted it on the.
I'm on a boat, man.
It's going fast,
I know.
and
On the our Google. I'll send it to you again.
You are the
you
worst.
say you
at
posted
editing.
it on the Google?
Yep, the Hangout on the Hangouts.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know where to find it on the Google.
Mark,
the Google is big.
There by the dongle.
Your like ending of sentences is just wrong. Your voice doesn't like. Your voice doesn't indicate you're ending a sentence.
That's my theater training.
Oh.
Leave
Theater.
them guessing.
Featuring Mark Tibbett. Playing Peter Pan.
Hardly.
I have a feeling there's going to be something posted on the Crate's website here soon.
No.
We should discuss. We should discuss what list we're going to run against Nim Miranda tomorrow night.
I know what list I'm going to run against Nim Miranda at Indy.
Want me to run 4 TLT?
It might be a
That's
mirror
right.
match with a bigger bid. Although I haven't been able to bring myself to drop. Is like somebody was running at like 94 points in
I heard that.
in that European one, and they took second. It's like I don't know how they lost that mirror match. Yeah, I actually really like Miranda, and I really like bombs. So I actually kind of want to try it out before it inevitably gets smashed in the face.
But Mikhailo!
I like bombs because they trigger
I
my
can't wait to
DOS
bomb
rate.
some of them out of existence. I took out Dengar Ventress in like 2 rounds of shooting. My opponent conceded in practice because I just completely crushed Dengar, like all of his hopes and dreams. It was fun.
I am probably no
Yes.
doubt
Yes, I am part of the problem, Chris Allen. I'm part of the problem. Travis said so.
Travis
I tell you what, I decided to run that list the second he said that people who run that list are part of the problem. Look at me. I'm the problem now.
Look at me. I'm the problem now.
He's the situation. That's what he is.
New Gen Con stickers. Oh, that's great. Oh, man. Chris, how drunk were you guys? I mean, I have experience podcasting when I'm drunk, but you guys obviously don't. You should never do that again. Especially Travis. Oh, man. He was in my head all fucking week long. In fact, you know what? The Templeton Rye is actually taking me in the opposite direction right now. And I was mad at him, not gonna lie. I was a little upset, but I'm getting over it.
And now you want to cuddle with him?
I kind of feel like he'd be a great little spoon. I don't know.
Travis, the little spoon Johnson.
Travis, the little spoon Johnson. Oh, good thing this is the radio commercial.
This will be all the shit he puts after the Yub Nub.
Oh, so bad. Okay, ready to come back, Mark?
Sure.
Okay. Thanks, Vigaro, for that wonderful message of erection. Sure. And now, from the biggest stockholder in Vigaro, it's Get Off My Playmat with Uncle Mark Tippett. That's you.
I know, but you got like really on my screen and quit moving and things, and so
We don't.
But hey, guys, how you doing? I'm back from the Gulf of Mexico. I'm back from wherever the hell I was, Costa Maya and Cozumel, and
You flew south for the winter?
the whole mine thing, I actually got to see live when my daughter and her boyfriend and a bunch of folks went to see the dolphins. They were throwing bits of squid and fish, and this seagull swooped in, grabbed a piece, and had 8 other seagulls chase him out into the ocean. It was amazing. The whole time I'm going, mine. Of course, my wife gave me she looked at me like, "Are you nuts?" And I said, "Yeah, I am."
you with no context at all. You're just mine.
Exactly. That's how my mind works.
Oh, that's great.
It was 80 degrees on a Wednesday in Cozumel. It was like 50 degrees on a boat with 6 to 8 foot swells Thursday coming back to Miami. It was 47 degrees when we landed at Miami, and it was great. We were in sweatshirts and jeans, and everybody in Miami had their parkas on with their hoods and scarves and sweaters, and it was so much fun. We giggled at them a lot. But, of course, then it was 5 below when we Chris?
Freaking balmy 5 below.
Well, yeah. And we got home. I guess Ketch was saying evil things that, I should have just come straight to the regional from there. But, I got home, and later that evening, my pipes froze and then burst. So, yeah, no, I'm glad I was home instead of at Chicago pushing tiny plastic ships around.
No, you don't. Nobody wants to be at home when their pipes burst.
It's a cleanup when you're home, and it does, instead of when you walk into the flood. Sunday, Tyler and Will and I went over to Bloomington Normal to play in a warm-up tournament before heading over to Indianapolis. And I got to see the Ghost with Fenrau and Ezra twice. And I went 1-1 with the 4 Y-Wings and the TLTs.
Evil,
and
awful,
then,
dumb shit list.
And then I ran into my buddy Harold Larson. Now, Harold is a fan of OCX and listens semi-occasionally. He always has a smile on his face. It doesn't matter if you're blowing him out of the sky or if he just has a smile on his face and is enjoying the whole gaming experience. And I'm giving my shout out right now to Harold Larson over in Normal, Bloomington area. And he destroyed me with Kylo and I think it was a Mega Leader and one other tie, and I chased them all around the board, and he just smiled at me and destroyed me and just smiled at me. And I finally got to the point where I just reached across the table, shook his head, and said, "I've had enough. You win." And so that way I'm practiced up for Indianapolis, so I could just smile and reach across the table and shake your hand and say, "You win." I'm really hoping I don't have to play Chris, because Chris has already that when I ask him to remind me to do things, get.
Yeah, hell no. you won't let that die, will you?
You
2013. What was that? 2013 or 2014?
The first year, whatever.
Yeah, still won't let it die. It's like, oh, you need to remind me of my advanced sensors. I can't remember my own triggers, much less yours.
You're much younger. You should be able to remember those things. I have an excuse.
I got the new card.
Anyway,
I got the new card. It's got to be. It's got to be whoever keeps triggering Travis and just have trigger. And that should just be a giant fucking play card set off to the side to help everyone remember their triggers.
Anyway,
because
that was my...
Go ahead, Mark.
That was my vacation. And that's the X-Wing we've been playing so far. I believe Will won the day over there, and Tyler came in third, and I might have been fifth or sixth or last, or I have more Omicron pilot cards than I've ever known what to do with. They'll just go in the box with all the rest of the stuff that I don't play with.
You know, if I got a gripe with FFG, holy shit, has their fucking OP support prizes gone down fucking hill? Ugh.
Yeah, it's awful.
I'm actually like canceling two kit boxes. I usually order 4 or 5. I'm going to 2. It's just not. I'm gonna go to fucking Curled Paw Creative and go get my prizes there. It's not worth it. Shameless plug. Curled Paw Creative tokens, templates, and whatever the fuck else they sell.
We should see what it would be to get OCX templates.
Oh, I should call him about that. Doesn't he do like gold squadrons?
Yes, and crates.
Oh.
Yeah. You'd probably get them done, not too bad. It'll be part of the Patreon if we ever get that up and running.
Part of the Patreon?
Yeah. If we ever get like legitimate stuff started, we could actually.
It's like the ultimate like never gonna happen thing.
So, are we never allowed to do commentary with Gold Squadron now that he's sponsoring out all the second seats to everybody else? I noticed during San Antonio the Curled Paw guy was there the whole time.
Yeah,
he probably paid for the seat pretty well.
Well, good for him.
Yeah, and I've ordered a bunch of stuff from them, for the store every once in a while. He does great work. I love his tokens. In fact, great story about Curled Paw. Kyle, when was that you bailed on Chicago and I? 2015? Yeah. It's 2015. No, 2016 Gen Con. Yes, 2016 Gen Con. The guy, we didn't know him then, but the guy who owns Curled Paw was actually doing a tournament. God, I can't remember what tournament.
Oh yeah, the new ship.
Survivor. It was the Survivor.
Yeah, the Survivor one.
And I think everyone walked away from that tournament going, holy shit, this prize support was way better than FFG even like I swear, if you could use, like, if Curl Paw was allowed to make dice, I think FFG could just cancel dice and just everyone could get them there. But no, his tokens are amazing. He had C-3PO and Emperor Palpatine tokens as prizes, and holy shit, were they awesome. They were really cool. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go to them. And what kind of shit show have you started? Oh my god! I feel like we need to go to the Carolina Crates Facebook page.
Oh, good God! Did you post it there?
I feel like there was some meddling done with the picture. I believe. Anyway, well, Mark, I'm glad you escaped the negative 20 fucking degree weather we had here.
Yeah, to come back and go back to work outside, like you do.
Yeah, I'm an office bitch now, so.
Well, hey, I tell you what, it's been fun. I'm going to wrap it up and close down my end of it so you don't have to hear me going.
Oh, you can stay up a little later, old man.
I could, but
you could, but you're not going to.
I don't want to.
Well, good night, Mark.
He already took his pill 20 minutes ago. He's got to kick off before it jumps in.
No, I'll have to go pee.
It wouldn't be the first host we've had fallen asleep on the podcast.
Yeah.
Or slide out of the chair.
Oh my.
Good night, guys.
Good night, Mark.
The message.
Good night. I haven't seen it yet. I'm a true host. I'm too busy trying to keep this shit show going. Anyway, okay, so Let's go with okay. So Chico has a new segment that we're gonna. Usually we have a bad list submission, and we have gotten some submissions. So keep sending those because we are gonna go through those. But Chico has a little flavor that he wants to do.
Yeah. So
I want to put a disclaimer on this. That first of all, this is no reflection on your player ability. This is strictly us poking fun enjoyably at public information.
Yeah. So somebody put this on the internet so you can hate on them, and you can probably hate on us, but we'll hate on you less than the crates would. So there. So we're going out and hunting down a list that performed extremely poorly at a tournament. And I'm usually looking for a tournament that was, relatively large, because usually that gets the good stuff at the bottom. Yeah. And like I had to look for a while. I had to go through like 7-8 tournaments before I found something that wasn't just like a good list with like probably a worse pilot, like just sitting at the bottom. So we're coming from Cardiff, Wales, the infamous one where Nim and Miranda just crushed the top. That's the one, right? 132 participants, and all the way down at position 128 is James Kahn. He got one win. He got one. And he was flying 3, count them 3, row squadron veterans, so gunboats. So which one did you think he'd go with? Missile boats or cannon boats? Missile boats, cannon boats, missile boats, cannon boats. That's the option, right? Porque no los dos. He went for harpoon missiles and a cannon. So all 3 of them kitted out exactly the same. So he's got to have the XG1 assault configuration so that he can have a cannon. So then he has Predator on all 3, because this dude knows his rerolls. And because he likes rerolls so damn much, he also put linked batteries on all 3. So Predator, linked batteries, harpoon missiles, the XG1 assault configuration, long-range scanners, because you need that target lock to get even more rerolls. Because just, screw having tips on there. And then, because, that stuff is just ridiculous. He must have a good cannon sitting on there. Nope, flechettes. Woo!
I mean, all hail.
99 points. 1 point bid.
And he got a 1 point bid?
Yes.
Oh, for the 2 point flechette, he could have went up to Oh, that's just awesome.
No, you can't make this one better. You just can't.
You can. You drop like half that stuff off and add a quick draw.
I want to all hail the new reigning champ, James Kahn.
Kahn.
So
see, that was his first problem. He's a Trekkie.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yep.
Set harpoons to stun.
He's got his like batteries in his Predator.
Because I'm such a generous guy, and this list was too fucking good to pass up. If anyone knows James Kahn, or James, if you listen to the show, excuse me, please try to get a hold of me. Send me your address, and I will send you some OCX stickers because you deserve them. Because that was an OCX grade A fucking bad list. The
worst thing is like
he got a win
not
out
a
of
good
it.
list, but it could probably crush a bunch of naked hawks.
Ooh,
like all them harpoon missiles.
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh my god, is this
you're reaching into like the upper 30s, low 40s of naked hawks to take this thing down.
We're talking shoot a number like 35 naked hawks.
38.
There you go.
38.
You need that.
Yes.
You need that extra 3.
Because think about it. He doesn't need the actions. He's got Link's battery and Predator.
And they're
Yeah.
gonna get.
He's got all that. The harpoon missiles off the start are going to get him a lot of hits in.
Oh my god.
And all that splash damage on a massive number of hawks, and then he just slams out through the middle and
There's
reloads and comes.
There's no middle with 38 hawks. I'm pretty sure you could fill the side a couple deep with 38 hawks. There's no.
Okay, there you go.
You have to shoot a middle through it. Oh,
Yeah, that's going to be rough for him then.
38 hawks.
Oh my
James
gosh.
Todd, I'm sorry. That is the highest hawk number. That is the highest naked hawk number that we've had so far. So
Simply because he put harpoons on there.
I'm going to stamp this
So good.
golden OCX grade A bad list. A 30, yeah, douche 38 grade, 38 naked hogs. That actually like fills up the entire screen full of naked hogs. Oh, I need to get better at fucking photoshopping shit onto this thing, because that would be great to have like 38 naked hawks just like on the screen.
That would be awesome.
Oh man, the great thing is he won a game too. Like,
Yeah.
I want to know the list. Can you
I
look
want to
up
know
the list
the list
that
he beat. Yeah, I want to know. You can't know that.
The list,
But
no, it's not listed in there, but it was probably one of the people who didn't get a win, either Rice Gibbard, Simon Greenaway, or Steve Bolton. Those guys get wrecked.
I bet it was one of the. I bet it was one of the Nim Miranda's like first games. That was the first loss.
Oh God.
He just kept stressing the shit out of Nim or Miranda.
They didn't know what to do with those hyper accurate flechette cannons.
He gets to re-roll two
Yes.
of his dice on a harpoon. Just no, he doesn't, because Link Batteries doesn't re-roll fucking missiles.
No, but he has the target lock, and Harpoons does not spend the target lock. So why does he have Predator?
It's for the
3
it's
points.
for the
You're
flechette
using
cannon,
3
man.
points.
It's the flechette cannon. He didn't want the heavy laser cannon. He wanted Predator and flechette.
This is the best that the Empire can come up with stress control.
Oh, it hurts.
Oh, that's too good. Oh man,
Sorry, James Caan. Not so.
Dilly fucking Dilly, James Caan. You are my new hero.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Man, someone. I think Nick said that he knew of him. So Nick, if you can get a hold of that guy, I don't care if you don't if you want to or not. I tell you what, I'm sending Nick stickers anyway. I'll send you some extra. And if you just happen to see him, just go, here. You should probably go listen to episode whatever number this is.
Poor guy.
We'll all sign the back of the sticker and say, you are our hero. Oh, man. Oh, please play this list on Thursday. No.
Oh my gosh. Fly that as the meh against Nim Miranda.
I
Do
will
it, Kyle. Do it or no balls.
Do it or no
totally
balls.
do it.
Okay. I guess that's our meta versus meh.
And you'll still beat Coach.
I know! How bad is that?
Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm
am I
just
so-
gonna flechette the shit out of him.
why am I so bad? Oh, man.
Oh, okay. Now you guys need to go take a look at what got put on the Facebook
All right.
page.
So, Carolina Crates.
Oh, on the grades?
Yeah.
How many times did you spam it? Or did Chris Allen purge it?
No, yeah.
1, 2, 3. Oh, there's 3 posts.
Crate Cup 3. Some guy throwing a box away. Your waifu is trash. Oh, nothing like some. Oh my God, that's super good. Who did that?
Lance
Staniszewski
did
that. Or Ryan did that.
Yep.
I love how we've infected them. We sent the plot to destroy the crates.
How many times is that now that we've just sent our minions over to screw over their Facebook page during our recording?
No, I like the Jerry's like when your waifu is away. And Chris is like, that's not even how you spell that. I'm not even sure I'm disappointed or impressed. Oh my God, you guys posted it 3 times.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That way it shows up in all the recent group photo spots.
Oh, that's great. Chris Allen, you can't screw up our Facebook page. It's pissing in an ocean of piss.
Oh my God.
Touche. Touche, sir.
Oh my God, you guys are a bunch of savages.
Yeah. At least the water's warm. I love that.
Oh man, Ryan, that is, you outdid yourself, my friend. That was
Dilly.
Okay, so Meta versus Meh tomorrow night. Kyle is gone. Looks like.
Oh.
Cheek, what time should we do that at?
What time do you do that? I have a meeting until like 8:30 your time. Fuck me, right?
Okay, well that actually works out better for us because like there's a ton of people that come in and like want to play other games and this shit. So like if Kyle could do it at like 9:30, that way I can get all the other games out of the way, and then we can just stream. And I mean, I know for a lot of the international guys it's a little late, but fucking Nick Bond doesn't sleep anyway, so. So I'm thinking probably starting at 9:30. Maybe we can pick up some West Coast guys if they're interested.
All right.
That's up to you. I mean, I'm kind of building a little list of people to commentate anyway. If we get commentators, but they don't all have your sweet ass fucking. Should we debut the John Madden thing or no?
We can do that as part of the shit show. I'm not taking up that time during this.
That's cool. So anyway, let's just figure tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it's just for you guys on YouTube because this episode ain't coming out till apparently Monday.
Right.
John, seriously, do we have to start paying you to get this out earlier?
Maybe.
I mean, if it's an incentive, like to maybe try to not have it come out the day we do the YouTube cast, maybe we should do the Patreon and give him some money. Anyway.
That is definitely the first place any Patreon money is going to is making sure he is at least breaking even.
Oh, Chris just asked, when do we get Montana? Oh man, I don't know if you want Montana. Like, it's rough. Like, if you like guests,
you just asked Montana to do stuff, and now you're giving him shit.
Well, no, he was the pimp, the producer. The crates won it, or did they, Kyle? I haven't seen anything from the crates.
Oh yeah, they totally won it, but we're waiting on the templates.
Oh well, you don't get them until. I mean, that's not how this works, Chris. This is
we're holding them hostage.
Yeah, no shit. Like, I want my crumpled dollar bill, I want my Bush Light, and I want my crates templates. That's got to come in the mail.
Crumpled dollar bill. That's like 1/20th of the OP budget.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who started the crumpled dollar bill. That was
Dion.
Crumpled up 20.
Oh
no, that was that was Zach Matthews.
$1 bill. No, Gold Squadron offered $1 bill.
Dion had a crumpled up $1 bill on his dashboard, and then Hornet Squadron Radio added a Bush Light to that, and then Chris Allen
in Iowa, like raising, like that's pretty up there. Bush Light, we take that shit seriously. and then Chris is just like, fuck it, I got like this huge box of templates. Like, do you guys want these? I'm like, Sure, I guess. I don't know. Like everyone else has them, but
So for Indy, if I do end up running Nim Miranda, I think just to add more salt onto it, I'm gonna wear my Crate Squadron shirt and run my Crate Squadron templates. I think that'll be.
Oh,
you know,
no. When is
befitting of the
Indy?
list.
When is Indy?
2.5 weeks.
No,
February 3rd.
You'll be rocking your real shirt, the one you're supposed to be wearing.
Okay. I'm still cutting off the sleeves.
That's fine. I don't care. You're not the first one to cut off the sleeves.
I'm gonna straight rock it to the guns.
We already have an OCX guy here in town. Every shirt he gets, it's just like whoosh, sleeves are gone.
Nice.
So, I think it'll look sexy, especially if you like fray out the edges and get like the super like frayed sleeve going.
I could do the thing is like cut it off at the end and then like cut an inch in and then like every other one tie them together so it looks all like frilly and shit.
Oh, you should do that.
Put some beads on it. I could get my grandma to do that for me.
Yep. Bedazzle the shit out of that thing.
Bedazzle what? Your butt hair?
Grab him by the pussy. What the fuck, Ryan? Ryan Ledford's on here? You can't type shit like that in the chat because I always read it out loud. You don't understand. I can't.
Fuck you, San Diego.
Yeah.
Why are we grabbing people by the kitty cats?
Because we're going to have a salt and shit show.
We'll make Saltmaster 5000s out of you yet. All of you, yes.
The crates want to invite all of us on the show, so and then I
oh my god, nothing will get done. Well,
it'll
nothing
be
gets done on their show anyway.
A salt and shit show. Yeah.
Salt and shit show.
I
mean,
don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, that's definitely going to have to be a push to talk episode. But even that's not going to work. So,
are we ready to close this thing down?
I
oh yeah,
think so. We're not going to do regional prep. We'll do that next week.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do that next week.
We'll do regional prep when it doesn't matter anymore.
Hey, has anyone who's taking over John's fucking job here?
For what?
Reading the outro?
For reading the outro.
You did a fine job of it last time.
I have to do
everything. If I had it written down somewhere.
Okay.
What is it? OCXradio@gmail.com.
Let's do shout-outs first.
Does anybody have OCXradio@gmail.com?
Yeah.
If you want to do other things, OCXradio@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to send any hate mail, OCXradio@gmail.com.
Ooh, if you got any hate mail,
Miranda, OCXradio@gmail.com.
I want some hate mail. Actually, I don't want hate mail, but if you do, send it. If you hate us that bad, please email us so we can read it on air.
For OC Board and Comics.
OC Board and Comics?
Whatever your store is called. No,
we sell boards and comics.
Yep.
Boards.
2x4 boards. 2x8 boards. Hell, we got 4x8 boards. Plus comics. Yeehaw!
Doesn't matter. When am I ever going to be in the middle of Iowa?
All right. Officially shutting down Audacity.
What?
We
have
even
to do shout-outs and yum-dubs. Don't do that. Don't screw it up again.
Yep, I'm not screwing it up this time.
Jesus Christ, man.
Whoa.
You don't shut that shit off until I give the no-go. God damn it. All right. Shout-outs. Anyone? Nobody?
I'll do a shout-out. So, massive shout-out to Dion. His insanity trying to get down to San Antonio. If you didn't follow that, his freaking flight got canceled. They magically found him a new one, and he got down there just in time to get picked up by Take a Picture, and he's there, Richard Sue, and set up just in time to do the streaming for all that. And it was, professional as fuck streaming, as he always does, and he's doing like a dozen of them, it seems like. It's like all of these system opens, regionals. He's all over the place. It's quite impressive.
I got to read Patrick Patrick. It says, shout out to United Airlines. I don't think anyone's ever shouted out United Airlines. Not since the incident. Porn and comics. Yes, Kiefer, we're called porn and comics. No. Kyle, any shout outs?
Negative. Not this week.
I'm going to shout out the Millennium Condor guys. They reached out, and apparently I'm going to be invading French Canada sometime. Maybe. If it doesn't happen, I don't know.
Are you going to go win it back for us? You know,
yeah, I'm going to definitely go win French Canada back.
We tried to take it over, a long time ago. Didn't work. We should try again.
Well, originally, I don't pay attention to shit. And for some reason, in the back of my head, I thought they were French. I was like, I don't think France is ready for Aaron Kroll. I'm pretty sure that's true. But then they're like, no. And I tried to send him some stickers, and it's Canada address. I'm like, oh, they're French Canadian. And then I remember, Farmer made fun of them. Do I have to apologize for all of the United States for Ryan Farmer? And I feel like I have to
apologize for the United States. What are they going to do?
Speak French to us, and we don't know what they're saying. But
just take them over. It won't be that hard.
Letting you know.
They're all standing in line waiting for their free health care. So just start crushing them.
I'm definitely working on my bonjour opening, so that's definitely happening.
Bonjour, eh?
I'm pretty sure that's good morning in French, so not 100%, but I'm just gonna say that's what it is. Also, I do. Okay, so I'm gonna go a little tangent here. I have been sort of kind of on the search for new podcasts because we would not be here if it wasn't for specifically Minox and Gold Squadron.
Mm-hmm.
So huge thank you to those guys. So what I'm doing lately is there's a ton of new podcasts coming up. They're small. They're just kind of here and there, but I'm trying to find a couple of new ones. And I did. I found one I want to give a big shout out to or plug. Sea to Sky Squadron Radio. They are also a Canadian podcast, but they did a good job. I think I listened to episode, 9, 8, something like that. They did a great job. Very, very good job, guys. So if you want to, I would say they're a mix between, if you could get a mix between Minoc and Gold Squadron, but swearing, that would be Sea to Sky. So Sea to Sky Squadron podcast. Go check them out. They did a good job. Also, another plug for the Millennium Condor. I don't know what the hell is the Bangladors. I don't know what the rest of it is. The Millennium Condor guys. Another great podcast. I went and did my research on the Zach Matthews episode. Go listen to the Zach Matthews episode for Millennium Condors. It's an excellent episode. It's the only one in English that I could find. So it's kind of limited to there. But as of right now, those are the two. I know it's weird that they're both Canadian, but go check them out. They're good. They're all good listens. Millennium Condor's production value is amazing. It's pretty cool. So go check them out. I believe they both post on X-Wing Podcast Central, both the Facebook page and X-Wing Podcasts. X-Wing Podcasts with the S.com. Another plug to that website. I know Asa keeps getting all the accolades and credits for it, but we all know who came up with the idea, so let's just not forget that guy. But log on, go check out xwingpodcast.com or join the X-Wing Podcast Central hub, I think, maybe something like that. And you'll also get all these great podcasts as well. So there, I did my passing of the caramel along. Now we can end the show.
Hooray!
Ooh-la-loo!
Yup, nub. Do not dubstep. Beep dub
Dubstep.
Ba-da-bop, doo-doo-doo.
Dubstep, yub nub.
Dubstep.
Yub
Yub,
nub.
Yub. Yep. That's it. Let me get my laser sticks out. Laser sticks. Laser.
There you go, Montana. Make that happen.
Yep, make that happen. We need a new song.
Yub nub dubstep.
Right, Mad Medic.
Now you can stop Audacity.
Okay, now we can stop Audacity.
Stop. Export.
Yay.
Audio.
Yay.
File. Export audio. MP3. What episode is this?
Make it happen.
Like 33 or something.
No. Oh, maybe. I just put the date down.
It's going to take me 8 minutes to save it to my own computer.
Mm-hmm.
I like how we sacralize the crates.
Sacralized?
Yeah.
Sacrilege.
What kind of word is that?
Tired drunk me talk, that's what you get.
Oh man, you guys try to poke the bear so bad, and it was there, but then I was like, man, he's just. Once I mentioned like he was drunk and podcasting, and it's not a good thing to do because I know, like that really hit me. I was like, oh yeah, because I've said some shit on the show that I wish I could take back. But I was like, okay, I'm definitely not going to go as hard on him as I should have. But it was rough, man. It was rough. Chris, don't ever do that again. That is not a good idea. Leave that to the professionals.
Yeah, go back to Duncan talking about people's penises getting cut off or something.
Anything than calling the entire X-Wing community hypocrites. Or not the entire X-Wing community, but like people who want to play a winning list. So I'm totally running. No, go ahead.
What was the thing we were going to try to do in the shit show? I need to... I'm trying to draw and shit.
Oh yeah, you're gonna see if you can.
If I can do this,
you can draw on my cam or Kyle's cam or whichever, because that's how we do that XSplit thing. Basically, turns my computer or my webcam into a interface deal, and then on Google Hangouts, you see what's coming through my XSplit as my video. So if you can draw on my video stream, then you've got a winning.
Well, I can see your video stream, but as soon as you go and present me, yours disappears, right?
Hold on a second. Let me just present myself, and then you can play around with it. So if I do...
Because like, it worked last time because I was in charge and I was able to present myself.
Yeah, but you were taking screenshots of the board, weren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, but then how do I get my drawings to pop up on the Hangout?
I don't know.
If you're the one presenting.
Oh, do you have to present me? Is that the deal? I don't fucking know.
I don't know how it works.
Is that really the list we're going to run, Kyle?
Yeah, why not? Let's see if you can take down that list.
You realize if I lose, this is really bad for me.
I'm going to do my damnedest, too. You're going to... I'm going to run over all the debris clouds turn 2.
Like, if I can't kill one of your U-boats or gunboats in one turn, then I'm...
We need 4 of them, right? I have 2.
No, there's only 3 in the list.
Oh, okay.
It should be super easy for me. Should be. But this coming from the guy who can't fucking remember advanced optics to save his life. I mean, I definitely should have beaten you the first one. I just fucked up with quick draw. I did that stupid sloop.
Yeah, that was in the bag. That was in the bag.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Jostro for the win.
Nah.
Who fucking invited Zach?
What?
I didn't invite Zach.
Jackson. Well, good thing we ended the show, huh?
Chris, did you even listen to your show? We were shocked when people were mad. We were salty about Miranda Nim. You guys weren't salty. You were just downright fucking, like, you surpassed disrespect. It was, I don't even know what it was. It was so bad. Travis just couldn't help himself. I mean, for a guy who runs Whisper Rack as a casualist, and he's calling people who run Nim Miranda hypocrites. I mean, what the fuck? Jesus Christ.
We're still live? Oh, yeah, we are.
Well, we're live on YouTube, but nobody watches the full 2 hours.
What are you talking about? We got more viewers now than we started with.
I know.
Jesus, we have 17 people watching? Well,
Yeah.
probably the 3 of us, and then 14 people?
It's mostly the groupies and then Chris and Zach.
We got Ryan on tonight. He's being pretty quiet. And
We
Jerry.
matter. You guys don't matter. No, you do. The people who know matter.
Yeah, I cannot figure out this.
The hypocrites are the
this
people who
drawing
say they want to
thing.
play X-Wing and then play Nim Miranda. Oh, you guys are cute.
If we got any listeners that can solve this this catch-22 I've got a piece of software that I can use to draw on the live screen. But the problem is when I present myself as the live screen to draw on it, and you can see the drawing, we can no longer see the cast of the people playing the game. So I'm in a kind of a catch-22 of I don't really want to take a screenshot and then draw on that anymore. I'd like to have it live, and then I can just,
Hey, what was
clear the screen of my drawing.
God, I just totally rudely interrupted you.
I feel like that's a bad idea, Derek.
Who was the guy's list that we had on there?
Fuck it.
What was the guy's name?
Wouldn't be the first. James Khan!
Oh, because Hassan Khan just liked the photo that we put on the crates, and all I remember was Khan. I got excited.
Oh, we didn't discuss our fucking ISIS terrorism takeover of OCX Aces.
No.
Shit.
That
Shit.
totally happened.
We were going to last episode, but we totally didn't. Oh. Yeah, so we got taken over by OCX or ISIS the other day. That was pretty fucking sweet.
Invited like a million friends to join.
And then started
stuff we couldn't read.
posting fucking recruitment fucking posters on our goddamn. It was not cool. It was not cool.
Oh man.
All right, just to appease the crowd, I guess I'll fucking get these guys on so they can.
Really? I have to go get another beer.
Oh, it's 11 o'clock. They're only on for a half an hour. That's it.
It's
right.
midnight on Real Coast time.
It's not real coast. You guys are just the other coast.
Best Coast.
You have a coast. Let's just say that.
I'm in Indiana. I have no coast. I've got a lake.
Yeah, we totally got. I don't know if it got fucking hacked because I just hit approve to everybody. So apparently, I got to look out for regular Anglo-Saxon names. We got to put your goddamn robe on. Yeah, you.
Oh shit, there's too much going on. Hang on, I'm sorry. I don't know if there's like a giant horrible feedback loop. No, we should be good.
Of course, we're technically not podcasting anymore.
No, you're right. My bad. I'll get the word.
Oh god,
Show me
Zach's
that
coming
beautiful.
on. Turn down
Show
your
me that
volume.
beautiful forehead. Let's see that forehead. Oh, okay. Was that a Battlestar Galactica ship?
You do not know the way.
No, it's Nim.
It's Nim.
Can't you see how super broken it looks?
Apparently, everything Zach does has got to be just like straight up at the camera. He can't fucking get something in full frame ever.
I usually put my camera at the ceiling to make it harder for the NSA to watch me.
I don't know where my robe is, so I'm just gonna wear this beautiful crepe cut burrito instead.
Chris, I got it. I got the robe for you. Put me in. Boom.
Dude, those mats were fucking beautiful.
Comfy.
They were
Ooh.
so.
What is this mat? This is the explosion mat. That is gorgeous.
So where was Farmer gonna hide the Minoc? Like, why didn't he
No,
hide the Minoc
he did.
symbol in there?
It's right here. That's it right there, I think. You're super not be able to see it on that. Like, you can't even see it in person. He hit one in there. I was proud. He
Okay.
did good.
Very nice.
I thought he said it got layered
That's
over.
awesome.
Yeah, I thought you said it got laid over.
I was proud. He layered over it in the proof and then turned it back on for the final version. It was great.
Oh,
Didn't tell me until after the fact.
Almost as good photoshopping as the Doritos panties.
Jeez.
So
I was like, what's this picture? Oh, what's this picture again? Jesus.
I'm pretty sure at this point I've spent more time at my computer on OCX than I have on the Crate podcast since like November.
Oh,
you know,
Wow. Yeah, because you're always doing it from your car for crates.
yeah,
also, I was catching up on my homework on my way back from San Antonio, and just listening to how disappointed Farmer was in you guys for talking about The Last Jedi made my entire flight. He was so checked out. It was amazing. Like,
Wait,
so out on all
You
this.
catch me destroying him?
I don't know that's what happened.
I destroyed him.
oh, it was a gang.
He was weak, so you
Beating.
killed him.
Was that the one where my little brother came in? I can't remember which Farmer argument my little brother interrupted.
Yeah,
It was not
I've
ours.
lost track of them as well. I don't think so.
I don't think it
Doesn't
was
sound
ours.
familiar.
It was he made the mistake of like sort of agreeing with some things that Zach and I were talking about, and like he just lost all ground.
Yeah. Well, I destroyed him like 2 days earlier.
so you just couldn't be satisfied. You had to come back
Yeah.
for more, huh?
Arguing with Farmer on the internet is like playing Gold Squadron in person.
Oh wait, I lost YouTube chat. Bring it back. Bring back YouTube chat. There it is.
Was that the episode we brought Tokaz on?
No, that was a different episode.
Oh,
I've just been on a lot.
yeah, you have been on a lot. What's the deal with that?
I don't
Don't
know.
you have a job? Don't you have another podcast?
I guess. I don't know.
You
you've got
definitely
a
should
big
have been
boy
on the.
job
You definitely should have been on the last great podcast.
I was around. They called Nami, not me. It's gonna help.
Oh my God! When
No,
Nami-
Zach
was
Zach
even
is
salty.
converting to OCX, is what he's doing.
Oh God, no. Oh God, no. No. Crate for life.
How many
or-
different ways can you spell waifu wrong?
Receiver.
Jesus. I'm
well,
just
probably
impressed.
a lot.
I mean, there's only 5 letters in it.
There's 5.
I would say that's a credit
I
to
got you.
humans involved for not knowing the correct spelling of waifu.
Waffle's fine. I like waffle.
That's legit.
You look like you're way past your bedtime there, Chris.
Oh, it's
What,
pretty
me?
late. I'm pretty tired.
Because he's wearing normal
past my
clothes?
bedtime.
Yeah, where
4
is
minutes
that
past
robe? This
bedtime.
is alarming.
Chris doesn't have like a normal healthy sleep schedule. Like if anything, shit, like I still have to do actual work tonight. I have to remote into a customer's PC and set some shit up. and then be back at work at like 6 in the morning.
Oh, I remember you saying that. I was worried about you, Boo. Your sleep schedule. I remember you saying that now.
Yeah.
What?
Zach said that to Chris because he was legitimately concerned about his sleep schedule.
Look, if God wanted us to be awake during the day, you wouldn't turn the sun on.
Just,
It's a strong argument.
I'm not positive that follows. Are we on the Minehawk podcast now?
Oh God, don't say that.
No, it's a very complicated argument. So I could see how the wonderful, sober, and super logical ramblings of Travis would be lost here.
I'm not gonna lie.
Super better I wasn't done there because I was even like darker and angrier at home.
I was super fucking pissed. Like,
Why were you
legit.
mad? How did Travis's feelings affect you, Coach?
Because
At no
I
point-
hate it when people like
look.
generalize a large portion of the X-Wing community and disrespect them.
He was
And it
pretty
didn't-
specific. He
It
said
didn't
people
feel
that-
like normal Travis Salt. Like this was like this was drunk Travis
Oh,
Salt.
he's super out on X-Wing, like entirely. I think we all
Why?
pretty much are until something changes.
Why?
Have you played? So number one, the people he's upset at are people that like very specifically want to play something like Miranda Nim and don't want to play against it. Because if you enjoy it, I'm super in. That's fine, whatever. He's fine with it too. Like I would play Kylo Soontir Mirrors for years straight. I fucking love it, right? But I recognize, and everybody else want to play that game, right? Like you're super out. That's cool. Like, whatever. But the problem comes from when you get into situations where like, all right, I want to play Miranda Nim, but I don't want anyone else to have these toys. I want you to use firing arcs. I'm playing Miranda Nim, but harpoons are busted because harpoons are the only thing that can deal with my shit.
right. I'll agree with that. I mean, I despise the double tap TLT Ghost, and like I tried to fly it once, and I just still despised it, and I was like, nope, not doing this. Fuck that list.
It just seemed to me. I mean, and this is my opinion. Is what I heard.
No, I'm
going
going to
through
tell
my
you how to
headphones.
feel.
It kind of felt like that's what he was telling me.
To
And
be fair, he is really smart, so you should just listen to Travis. It works.
that's not my style, man.
I've noticed.
It when I don't, because I've listened to you guys forever, and it's like if this is a winning list, you're stupid not to take it to a regional.
Oh, that's still correct. You should. If
Yeah,
you're going to a
that's-
regional, you should play Miranda Nim. Like it's the correct decision.
Okay, but when he
That's not an
says if you're playing Miranda Nim, you're the problem with X-Wing.
Well, no. So hold on. Like I was referencing it half jokingly in chat. The problem is when people say they want to play X-Wing. Like the one that Travis keeps coming up, and I really agree with is like think of the games you played in the core set, right? Like if you were like, "Oh, what's this X-Wing game like?" and then someone goes, "Well, let me show you," and then they put Miranda Nim on the table, and they're like, "Okay, so no matter where you go, I'm gonna bomb you, and I'm gonna pull your ships off the table." And you should really just try and run away and go to final salvo because I can kill you and hurt you no matter what. There's no right decision. You'd be like, you know what? I'm going to go to a simpler, less cancerous game like 40K.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah,
Well,
because
you just- how many
there's
people
not
are
some
watching?
super cancerous list that somebody could bust out for their first game and
Shit
ruin
out of
people.
16 people.
Just
Oh
like
my
on,
God.
just like playing Magic. If you busted out one of those super broken lists that doesn't even let your opponent play for the first game, they wouldn't want to play that. Yes, if you bring the top tier competitive list of any game to somebody's first game, they're not going to want to play. That's true for
no, but
every
like
single game.
demonstrably, like, okay, so let's pick on, I'm going to pick on Paul, right? Like, you would still play the game if someone busted out Biggs Walks the Dogs on you in 2013, or we never named, we'll call it Crate Chip Craples, his 2015 list.
Okay.
Like Fat Han was pretty dumb. I tore down my Paul Heaver 2013 poster in 2014 and then put it back up in 2015. But no, like so there's some world's winning lists. Like shit, even Dengar Tell at least like looked like X-Wing. I mean it got nerfed to hell, but it pointed at shit and shot really, really good. And then
This is coming from the guy that I remember one episode. You're like, he just doesn't play casually. He just doesn't. Like his casual list is Whisper Rack.
That's fair, but like, I mean,
Yeah, no, well, when I say he doesn't play casually, like he doesn't go to casual. He only goes to tournaments. It's not like he has a casual list.
No, I understand that, but what does he say? Is was his argument that the people who play Nim Miranda against newbies is the problem, or is it if you just play Nim Miranda, you're the problem?
Hold on. You're missing a argument. I'll let Chris go.
So it's when you play Nim Miranda and then you complain about other aspects of the game not being X-wing and caring about firing arcs. That's a position of opinions that are not like.
But who's doing that?
Have you seen the forums?
Well,
have you seen the forums?
You guys have got to stop reading the fucking forums.
Yeah, the forums is not.
How about Facebook?
That is not a picture of what X-wing is. The forums is not that's not what everyone thinks in X-wing. That is like a small minority of people who this is their only outlet.
So this isn't talking about the forums. This is actually people at premier events. Like you can walk around tables and listen to people bitch about
like
things.
They're playing Nim Miranda, but they're mad that other people are playing firing or other stuff.
Yes.
I brought
Nim Miranda, and they're going, "You're stupid harpoons."
Yes, that is absolutely.
If you're flying something broken and you're complaining about other people flying something broken, then I agree, you're dumb.
Okay, then you are the problem. Yes, I agree there, but that is not how it came out when he said it.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
It was very specific.
I'm going to say you're not the best at interpreting or listening to crates, considering you're still working on the word agency. And we literally have a 30-minute. We had a 30-minute breakdown explaining agency, and I've never seen a human being struggle to grasp the concept as hard as
I just gave up, man. I just gave up. Fuck it. You guys have my agency. I don't even know if that works.
See, there you go again. You just say it, and you don't even know what it means.
You know,
his
you guys
agency
aren't
is the Burgle.
You guys aren't the only one that can tweak people's fucking buttons.
So, Chris, how sorry are you that you didn't ask if you could ask for bribes when you said I'm not judging Crate Cup? That's the real question.
I'm very sorry. If I knew that I could be that level of toxic, you know, I'm still thinking about driving out there right now.
I have a set of judge templates for you for doing cryo decks at the very least.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, I was actually surprised. I'm like, I thought Chris gave you a vague, thinly implied promise of acrylic potentially. Because that usually works.
Yeah, it really came down to like the amount of time and money and wife points to do that in the middle of regional season.
So, Chris,
was
that's a good
extremely
argument.
difficult.
But let me counter.
Look at him. He's got pants on. Zach, enough.
I'm playing mobile games on my phone while I do this.
Oh God.
My attention span's out.
So, yeah, you are on the show an awful lot. I don't even know why.
Yeah, me either. I
Hey,
spent a lot of time regretting, wondering what went wrong in my life.
In person, shut up. I'm talking over you. In person, your fucking Millennium Condor show was awesome.
Thank you.
Like,
I really enjoyed it. Actually, I'm
super excited because of your episode.
Yeah, no, Bruno is an awesome guy. I can't say enough about him. Chris, I haven't sent this over to you yet. He's doing his own, I think it's a Crate Cup style community tournament. He asked for some donations. I don't have any acrylic left. I donated to my locals pretty quick, but I was going to send him some cards up. I don't know if you got anything left in the vault.
I'm sending him stickers eventually. Along with everybody else, stickers are coming.
All right, Chris. So had you signed up to judge Crate Cup, you would have gotten one of these.
Yeah,
so here's our first place Rebel player box.
That is beautiful.
And you open it up, and it's all like, hey, template holder, Crate Cup 3. Brent has one. I think that might make him the coolest member of the Judge Illuminati that totally doesn't exist.
How the fuck do you guys do all this without any Patreon money?
$25.
We invested in Bitcoin.
Oh. Hey, if you don't know anything about cryptocurrency or math or investing, please don't put money in Bitcoin, listener.
Don't do it.
You,
Just
Buy the
don't-
dip. Don't
Please
listen
don't
to him. He doesn't
Please
want
don't
you
buy the
buying
dip.
his Bitcoin.
for
Don't
God's
do
sake.
United
Buy
States
high,
government.
sell low.
The United States government is going to eventually just bury that thing, steal its idea, and use it as our new dollar.
Oh,
So I just want to
Oh.
throw this out there because people have asked me from time to time what really goes on in Crate Chat, and that was the best insight into Crate Chat I think that we've given anywhere actually.
hey, let me scroll up so I can give you some. We have Nami going. Oh wait, hang on. Can I post pictures in YouTube chat? Is that a
Sure.
thing I'm allowed to
No,
do?
you can't.
No.
Can't do
Oh.
that. We've tried
Oh.
it a million
If
times.
I put it in Hangouts, can you put it on stream if it's like not completely not safe for work?
Sure. I don't know. I'll try
Oh
it.
God, what did you do?
So we're making last second crate cup alt arts.
Oh yeah.
When this was found,
Speaking of alt arts, Chris, what do I got to do to get that whisper?
which whisper?
Not you.
Oh.
Not you.
Oh, the whisper from me?
Chico.
I don't know. I need to check what's on the back of that card to see if I really care about it. If I don't, you can just
Not
have
so
it.
bad. That's pretty hot though.
Oh my God.
Let's see.
I
how
got
can
vetoed because I believe the word was no weep shit.
Let's see. How do I do this? Copy link. Copy link address. And go there. And let's try this. There, they can highlight that.
Came
Does it
across
work?
the redheaded TIE
Fuck
fighter.
yeah, it works. There,
skirt
I figured
lady.
it out.
Let's see it. I
Chris,
can't see
just
anything.
fucking copy the goddamn link and post it into the YouTube chat.
I can't. If I hit paste,
Why can you
You
not?
can't.
because it says, "Oops,
We've
removing web address, you should
Dude,
try
we've
again."
tried. Yeah,
Well, I
we've
can.
tried doing this the last
I am
There you
the
go.
15 times.
all-knowing master. So
That's
just
my shipfu. I would marry a TIE fighter.
Amazing.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just
Oh, hold
Don't-
on, Chris. I got you. Which one do you want? Which one do you want? I got this covered. Is it the TIE
yes.
fighter, the Death Star, or which one?
Give me them all. Just post them all. Burn it down. I'll beat
Usually
you all the way
Coach-
to the end.
Coach, put me on camera.
Oh, we got the TIE fighter. Oh, she's beautiful.
just wait. Okay, now you're up there. Take it away. Move it back a little bit.
Is that
Let your
supposed
camera
to be like
focus.
Outrunner or what?
So there's
Just generic.
there's another one. And then
It's too big of an ass.
But I don't know, Coach. I feel like if Travis wants to be pissed at people and yell at them on the internet, like our whole deal is I'm not gonna tell people what to say.
that's a lie.
Like if you
Yeah,
deal with us, I'm not
I
gonna
mean-
edit your shit out.
I get the thing. But that was. I felt like it was personal. I felt like it was like he was just. There's a line,
Coach.
and then he kind of went
Coach.
there.
The Death Star.
Okay,
Thick.
so here's something that I never
Jesus.
brought up before. You know how like when you and I get done with the tournament and I go on one of my drunken rants?
Yes.
Okay. And then we forget about it and you give me shit about it and we move on
Yes.
and we laugh.
That's this. I
You
just
don't
don't
have a
put it on a podcast.
Yeah, right. You didn't sit there and record me on my way home while I was drunk, half delirious and passed out, and then give it to the public to listen to.
I'm not saying Travis can't fucking go off. I mean, I'm just let him go off. He needed it.
All right,
But-
Coach. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish, but we're gonna try this from a different direction here.
So actually, I have to respond to Ryan. So Ryan, Ben asked you for the alt art pick. It's not a crate cut promo because I have 8 alt art silencer promos already, but it's gonna be a blackout because you fuckers have dropped the ball at getting us an alt art blackout.
Oh,
We haven't got to the point where we have Coach passed out anywhere yet.
But I got you. I got you. Yeah, we
was it?
made one of Coach. Hang on, let me get the link.
I was like,
Oh no!
Wait,
I
sure.
didn't-
pretty sure
I need to
somewhere
go
in
down
all
too.
of this YouTube video footage, I am like this sometime.
Oh, Coach, you made so many great faces. Like Josh sent me something, and the point was supposed to be the chat, but your face, man.
But the face was way back. I saw that one. I'm like, why did they always have to print screen me on my worst fucking spots?
This is easily the worst card we've ever made. I can't wait. All right, here we go. The invitation. Put that bitch on stream. That one's a winner.
Wait. Oh fuck! I was looking at the wrong monitor.
Okay. All right.
Here.
It's actually, we added some text. It says no one cares who I was until I took off the shirt as well.
Wait, what? I don't remember this one.
This was
there it
this was
is.
me testing some card stuff last second today. I was like, oh, I gotta pay the overnight or the 2-day shipping anyways. So I might as well get some thank shit in there.
It's good.
God.
It's good. No, I was
Test
basically
pilot
thinking
blackout.
you were gonna take like a Craig T. Nelson from the TV show Coach and just do that. Of course, you're probably too young to know what Coach
What are you
show.
saying?
Yeah, I'm also
Judge?
too young.
Son of a bitch!
How old are you?
Greatest fucking show in
I'm
the world.
old at this point. Like shit.
You're a 13-year-old Asian girl. I don't know what you're talking about.
Only in my heart.
See, I knew it. I knew I
If
was
you
right.
identify as 13, then you're 13.
Like man, so
This is 2018. You can do
so
that.
the Nim Miranda salt. I gotta go off topic for a second. Man, it's bad. Like UK X-Wing's burning down. I'm sorry, Nick. I'm sorry about your whole group. That's a damn shame. I don't want to admin that right now. But it's about to be Nova Squadron after this weekend. Oh my god, I'm not ready.
What's
Like-
about to be Nova Squadron?
The way UK X-Wing is right now.
Oh yeah.
Like holy shit. I mean,
No, it's a disease, and every cell is infected.
like I don't know. So we're super deep into tryhard X-Wing. So like a couple weeks ago we were super salty about them. They were like, hey, we brought these harpoons, they work really well. And they're like, wait, what the fuck are you guys doing? Why are you teching to beat harpoons and not Nim Miranda when Nim Miranda is the real boogeyman here? Oh, it's because Nim Miranda hasn't taken off yet.
And
here's
also,
Nim
why are you
Miranda.
teching badly to beat harpoons? Was an important footnote.
Right, but so this is a couple weeks ago, and then last week Travis is like, "I'm disappointed in all of you. You failed. Yeah, blah blah blah." Right, whatever. So we're now seeing like the masses, right? Everybody. The secret's out. Nim Miranda's busted as fuck. It's way too good. So you should be playing it like you should be played at regionals.
But is Nim Miranda Dengaroo?
Yes, it's
Is
actually
it that busted?
It's more busted than Dengaroo was. It's easily
That
Coach?
busted.
I will say it's easily the worst thing that's ever happened in the game since I've been playing.
Yeah.
It's not close.
I pilot skill the slaver with it last night. I just rolled up right in its arc and killed it before it shot. And it rolled evade. It rolled perfect evades too.
There's never been anything that punished firing arcs and X-Wing so hard. Like for all the shit we give Dengaroo, at least it was firing arcs.
It cared about
just-
its firing arc sometimes. Let's not go overboard, but
Okay, so I watched two streams for people
okay.
who haven't played it or done that. I watched two streams: Nim Miranda versus the 3 gunboats in QD,
Mhm.
and Joel with his Palpaces.
So I'm going to give not specific examples because the last time I gave specific examples, the internet burned down. Very generally, if you lose to Palp Aces with Nim Miranda, you should be embarrassed. Two,
He made mistakes, yes.
so that 3-boat quick draw game, for example, the Nim Miranda player, like, actually, I'll just go more general. About the only firing arc list that can keep up with Nim Miranda in the game is 3-boat quick draw that doesn't completely fold to everything else, which is why Travis was so mad at seeing all this, like, look at me, I brought BB-8 Poe with Black 1 and Rebel Finn routes. Like, what are you doing? All this does is beat the things that are trying to play the game in a fair way instead of crushing Nim Miranda. Because Nim Miranda doesn't give a shit if you Black 1 off its target lock, right? You're still going to eat a proton bomb. You're still going to eat a thermal. You're still going to eat quad TLT. Like, whatever.
Okay, but to pause you there,
Mhm.
didn't those players accurately predict what the meta was going to be at that regional?
At San Antonio?
I don't know, whatever one you're talking about.
Yeah, when we were in Texas. No?
So wasn't PS 11 and 10 the way to go?
No, it was definitely not. I mean, you can look at the final results at the end. What came out on top was things that are actually good at dealing with harpoons, which is like large base ships with engine, small base ships with boost. It was
Okay.
not like weird countermeasures, jank. It wasn't Rebel Finn shit. Like there's some Kanan Finn there, for example, which is out there to punish things that are trying to play a legitimate game of X-Wing, which is like whatever.
But do we have to? I mean, what is a legitimate game of X-Wing? That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm trying to find out as well, because I'm not sure what people like about X-Wing anymore. And I'm not saying like the game is so unfun, I don't know what people like about it, but everyone's come in at a different time where different things were what people played. So like you can go if you want real salt, like let's talk Blair, right? Blair's mad if a swarm isn't good. And a swarm has been bad for so long that it's not a real option. Like it's not even a real list anymore, right? Like you're wrong.
But the swarm was on top for so long. I'm glad it's gone for a while.
No, I know. I'm saying I'm not saying
no,
it's
exactly
bad that it's gone. I'm saying that's what real X-Wing is to him. Real X-Wing to me is anything that cares about firing arc. I don't care why it cares about.
But that hasn't been real X-Wing since Wave 3.
That's not true. I mean, we played Palp Ace Mirrors for a year. It was everything cared about firing arc.
Did they?
But
we cared about each
was
other.
sprinkled in there.
Sure, and we farmed the shit out of quad TLT.
Sure, but I'm just saying. I mean, real X-Wing is not.
No, I know.
Not firing arcs. It's not. It never will be.
Right, but that's why everyone plays the game. Is because of firing arcs.
I beg to differ there. It was why everyone got into the game way back in the day.
Gotcha. That's fine. That's what I meant.
So you think people saw Fat Han and they were like, man, I need to buy more X-Wing stuff so I can keep playing this?
I think people didn't care about Fat Han when they're buying ships. I think they're just like, this is a Millennium Falcon, and it's a game that involves the Millennium Falcon, and it's kind of cool.
So
it's only us that care.
Yeah, it's only the top couple, like a couple percentage of players that care.
The rest of them don't give a shit.
We unfortunately are not a financial.
We are not FFG's prime attention.
The main problem is whatever does well in tournaments trickles down to Casual Night, and if Casual Night turns into Miranda Nim mirrors, then everyone's going to stop playing again.
It does to an extent. I think if you're a Casual Night player, and Casual Night players, you dabble in that tier 2, tier 1, you know, or you should know. And maybe this is where harping back to Travis's point. If you're a tier 1 but dabble in tier 2 and you're bringing Nim Miranda down to tier 2 knowingly, then yes, I can see you're the problem. You are actually ruining X-Wing for the 50 or the 30 to 50 where it's kit tournament store championships and then the casual players down low. Casual players don't give a shit. They probably don't care. They're playing on the kitchen tables and drinking beer and still using the contract discount the way it's supposed to be.
The vast majority of players, people play X-Wing don't even show up to a game store, right? You own a store, you see how much more product you sell that never shows back up at the store.
I do.
Like all of our problems aren't real problems for like the long-term health of the game.
No. But I feel like if you're a tier 1 player and you're going to be a tier 1 player, you've either A, got to deal with Nim Miranda, B, accept Nim Miranda, or C, quit the game.
I mean, yeah, he went for option C.
That sucks.
It does, but
it's beatable.
Well, it is beatable, but is it fun to beat? That's the question.
When you beat it, I guarantee you, I'm gonna fucking chug a fucking beer when I beat it.
Right.
I might not make it past round 2 or 3.
Coach, that just means you're an alcoholic. That doesn't actually tell us whether or not you're enjoying the game.
But,
hey, who knows? Maybe a lot of the top tier 1 players are fucking alcoholics.
So let's say you had a like way more regionals around you than you could go to, right? Like you could hit one every weekend. If you play 4 rounds of Nim Miranda out of 6 rounds, are you going to keep going to them?
I don't think I would give up the game for it. I think I just would stop going to regionals.
Right. So if you're an only competitive player, then that means you split the game.
I still don't see why you can't just go have fun playing X-Wing.
No. So I'm saying we got to go into another play. I'm giving Travis's argument, not mine.
Okay. Yes. If you are here, you're for the competitive play. I'm here to win this tournament, right? I'm going to take the trophy home, put another notch in my belt. And you're not running Nim Miranda or not running a list that directly counters Nim Miranda, then yes, you'll probably be mad. And if your only enjoyment out of the entire game is tier 1 regional and above tournaments, I feel sad for you.
Well, that's not really accurate. So the problem is, like Travis really likes list improvement and like practice, which means playing against good people. Like if he goes to a game like a local store, right? He'll play against people that are going to have fun. Like just like, hey, I really like U-wings. I want to put one on the table. That's not what he's looking to do. Like he likes optimization and making things better.
Then he needs to play a vassal.
The inefficiency.
Well, that's what he does.
Yeah, he does that.
I don't see his problem then.
Well,
Because
so
the most common matchup is not fun. It's that simple. The most common matchup is less.
But if you're only playing a tier 1, are you there for fun? Or are you there to win?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
If the game's the reason competition is fun is because the game is fun, and it's fun to do something that is fun competitively. So
did he quit during the Dengaroo days?
He hasn't played a real game of X-Wing since like Worlds. He came back after we got the Miranda nerf, or the Nim, the Genius nerf, because we were free momentarily, and then was back out.
Okay, let me ask you another question. How many people do you think are out there like Travis?
According to like our local community, about half of the competitive players. And according to like
half of your tier 1 players are Travis. They are there to have fun yet play competitively.
So the fact that those don't mix in your mind is the source of the disconnect here. Like,
yeah.
So I want to play the most competitive game possible, but I'm gonna have a good time doing it. Like the optimization part of the game, like where Chris said, well, if you play against a good Magic deck, you're gonna get dumpstered as your first game. But the tier 1 Magic decks are relatively balanced and fun to play against each other. That's why people do it competitively. Or rather, the people that play them at tier 1 find them fun to play against each other. Like it's a fun game to play.
I guess I'm equating Travis to what would be, quote unquote, a professional X-Wing player.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
Like he is there. It's his job. It's his job. He's there to win tournaments.
No. He's there to have a good time at tournaments. Doesn't give a shit about how he does. He just wants to play as well as possible. It's a personal improvement thing. And when play as well as possible means I have to play a list that I like despise everything about and I think is not fun.
But he's there to win, right?
No, he's there to solve the puzzle.
Yeah, he's there to solve the puzzle.
Like, I guess, Coach, to give you a good, hopefully this maybe makes a little more sense. Because, like, so the one that jumped out at me for a while is I had always said, I like to try and solve the puzzle and sort of like piece things together, or test the thesis and see if I'm right or if this works. So when I was testing my Gen Con list, I had a Stress Hog in it instead of Biggs, and I had a store championship, and my top 4 game ended really quick. I won, and I had some time to think, and I was going over all my games in my head, and I was like, the Stress Hog is wrong in this list. It needs to be Biggs. So I got to the final table, and I was like, I really don't care about winning this store championship. Like, I happened to be playing Nathan, who obviously knows me pretty well, and he called me out on it. He's like, you don't care about this game at all, do you? I'm like, I really don't. Because, like, I had gotten the answer to the puzzle. I wasn't invested in, like, winning the game. I had answered the puzzle. I already gotten what I wanted, and winning with the list was wholly irrelevant at that point. So I think the problem, like, and to bring this back to like where Travis feels, because I feel this way a little bit too. Like, I mean, fuck, I'm just here for memes right now. Look at Uganda Knuckles.
No, you can hold that up longer. Yeah, get that on camera. That is.
He knows
and you need to talk while you're doing it.
Christ.
He knows the way. You do not know the way. You will spit on him, brother. So anyway, yeah, it's like the saying. It's a disease, and every cell's infected, and you either quarantine the patient or get dirty along with them. So that's where I'm at on this one for a change. But no, the answer is it's where I was after the fact, because I was like, oh shit, the answer is just to whine a lot on the internet until shit gets nerfed. I mean, sometimes this shit is actually bad for the game, like this fucking shit, Miranda Nim. But like he looked at it. We see the answer. The answer is clear as day. It's a shitty answer, so he's not gonna, like, you can't You can't like hold Travis down, force him to play Miranda Nim, and jam dopamine injections into him while he plays. You can't be like, here, feel the pleasure. Like he's not going to. Like,
so you don't think that the top 2 stream games on final tables were flukes with the 3 gunboats, quick draw, and the Palp Aces?
No, the 3 gunboats quick draw versus Miranda Nim is a real game. Like, I mean it when I say that 3 boats quick draw is like our only savior of firing arcs in X-Wing right now. It is the only list that cares about firing arcs that's any good. It is the only thing that can hang.
So as a competitive player that doesn't want to play Miranda Nim, wouldn't you think Travis would be like gung-ho fucking trying to perfect that list?
He would be, but the main problem is you have a Swiss problem where you play against a bunch of bad shit, like Black One, Poe, like Rebel Finn, like Wes Jansen, where you look at your opponent and go, what are you doing? Why are you playing countermeasures? You're going to, like, 3BQD has a field problem where you can't make it to the cut to beat the good shit because people are playing weird bad things.
Like, everyone is weirdly teching against that. The other thing is Travis is legitimately having fun playing Kylo, but Kylo is bad. Or not bad, but not good enough. So it's...
And I made this point earlier. Every regional season we go through this, right? There's always the monster list.
Not true. I can give you the data on it. I was looking at it earlier. So if you look at MetaWing right now, Miranda Nim is better. Like the second best list compared to Miranda Nim is better right now than the second. Then that's actually here's your reference point. So would you ever play 4BZ against Fat Han? Ever?
For fuck's sake, yes.
No.
Because I'm not that player.
Okay,
Right, so
if you had a game that mattered to you,
Okay.
if you knew you were going up against Fat Han, and you had a list of options, would you be like, yeah, 4BZ?
No.
Okay, so 4BZ is better against the Fat Han meta than the second best list is right now in the Nim Miranda meta. And 4BZ is dumpster tier in the Fat Han.
Now,
I guess the next
your data set is what? 2 weeks?
All of wave 12. So a month and a half? No, wait. Today's the 17th?
Yeah.
But in meaningful tournaments, so
about half the regional season.
You have to realize that one tournament where it made the 7 of the top 8 skewed those numbers drastically, right?
There wasn't one tournament. That wasn't one tournament overall. There were multiple tournaments that weekend. Patch collaboration where only one of them took off.
So the problem is, like, so our team identified Miranda Nim as a problem like 4 weeks ago. We're like, we don't have an answer to this at all. Like, nothing. Like, our answer is Racklow and hope to get through Swiss.
So if you identified it, why didn't you run it?
Because I'm not going to play the game if I'm playing Miranda Nim. That's just not the game I want to play. It's not interesting or fun. Like, that's why I was playing Soon Tier Kylo.
But according to your own words, if it's the winning list, take it and win it.
If your goal is to win. Yeah, absolutely.
If you're looking to win, that's what you guys have always said. Like,
some of us in this call have already won a regional.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
I'm never going to win a regional, so I can tell you that. That's way out there. I'm lucky if I win a goddamn store championship.
Like, Coach, I mean, the example here is me, right? Like, I have been frustrated because I haven't made a fucking cut at a regional since 2015. So I have 2 or 3 more regionals, and lo and behold, just to make it bearable, fucking memes. I'm bringing memes to make it bearable. Like, I played the list, I put the list on the table, and I beat Nathan playing Corrin like Nathan was someone else playing Nathan's list. I've never beaten Nathan that hard ever, and it was my very first game with Miranda Nim. It wasn't close.
Okay. You guys ran the Wookiees. You guys ran this. You guys ran that because it was the best chance for you to win, right?
So let me be clear. My past results. So I ran Fairship Rebel 2 to prove a point. I ran Trip Wookiees to prove a point. I hated all of my games. They were not fun.
So why are you guys playing lists that you don't like?
I don't.
Just to prove a point?
The Fairship 2 at Gen Con and Wookiees, yeah. That was just proof. I played 3-boat quick draw because I liked it. I wasn't planning on winning the regional. It just worked out.
You guys got a weird mentality over there.
So there's, like, I mean, Travis mentioned it in our listener thing. There is you as an individual are trying to optimize some combination of your probability of winning with your personal enjoyment. If your goal is just to win and you don't care about personal enjoyment, you should take the best list in the game and play it regardless of whether or not you like it.
Okay. Can you fault people for doing that?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No, and that's not what we're faulting people about.
So then why is MetaWing is giving me trouble? Sorry, let me try a different date.
So what are you faulting people for?
Playing that, but saying they want to play conventional X-Wing.
No.
So if
to be
I
more clear,
want to win a regional,
Mhm.
I take Miranda Nim,
Yeah.
Yes.
and as long as I don't bitch, I'm in the right.
Yep, you're good.
Yep.
But you don't bitch when you hit Kane and Finn and you go, why aren't you trying to play the game? Or you don't bitch when you hit Quad Wookiees in the castle and you go, what the fuck is wrong with you?
You guys need to come out to the Midwest because
Or what's
it's just not happening here.
Coach? I am in the fucking Midwest.
You were in fucking Canada.
I am not in Canada. You take that
You
back.
were in Canada.
I will drive across no international borders and kick your fucking ass.
Hey, you could do it January 27, but you won't.
So, just for reference, I grabbed the MetaWings giving me trouble. So I grabbed just regionals since the 18th because it went back that far. I guess I'll knock it back to the 8th. It won't make any difference. The Wave 12 drop. Nim Miranda is the best list in the game as of January 10th. So like that regional where it was just everything is entirely
So 7 days ago.
No, 8 days ago. But you're saying like it was just that one tournament.
Fuck you and your goddamn East Coast bullshit. It is 11:39 here.
Sure.
It is still January 17th.
I'm looking at
This
dates. It's
podcast.
complicated.
So we are in Central Standard Time.
Nobody
one
uses
that-
anything but Earth Standard Time.
So, Chris, I mean, the one that you haven't brought up yet is, correct me if I'm misremembering the numbers, but is it not mathematically more dominant than pre-nerf Paratani right now?
It's at that level.
Okay. So it's pre-nerf Paratani, but it doesn't look like
It
X-Wing when you play.
appears to be pre-nerf Paratani. We should be looking at this and an alarm bell should be going off. It's not proven a problem yet, right? It's only been a couple weeks. But if the only solution
here's another
we got a problem.
overviewing question. You know FFG is not going to do anything about this, at least for another month or so.
They already did something. They released an Armada FAQ. Not an Armada
Hey,
FAQ,
they
Epic
also
FAQ.
put out Epic Rules. It was great.
That's what I-
Actually,
Yeah.
Epic rules.
bye, Chris.
Where'd Chico go?
No, he's back. Oh, no, he waved. I'm looking in the
Oh.
past now.
I was like, is this the first time I've ever outspoken Chico? That's pretty awesome. No, basically it's we know nothing's gonna come out, right? At least for a while. I guarantee you they're just gonna sit back and they're just gonna let this baby burn.
If they do that, they're not going to have a player base.
Yes, they will.
So let me put this into perspective. Our local scene for X-Wing is 20-ish people on game nights on a good day, 10 on
Sure.
a bad day, right? Whatever. At the height of the Nim meta, there were days where I showed up and no one else did.
We had that happen.
I
We had that
would go
happen
there
at
and
one
wait
of
for
our
a couple
secondary
hours.
stores.
It's
I don't
all
know.
over the place. I'm just telling you, they don't care that much.
This isn't like an appeal to FFG. I'm just putting it out there hey guys, there's a problem. If you want to play casual games, don't play Miranda Nim. Don't drive your player base away.
Yes, and I think we tried to express that, hey, this whole thing isn't as big as everyone thinks it is. It is for people who know it is, but for the rest of everyone else who tries to listen to podcasts, to enjoy podcasts,
Mhm.
it sounds like the goddamn sky is falling.
Well, if you're a competitive player, the sky is legitimately
The sky is falling, but
Yeah.
for everyone else,
Yeah, if you're not going to premier events, who gives a shit? Whatever. If somebody goes, "Hey, I want to play Miranda Nim," go, "All right, I don't. I'll play."
I'm just saying, a lot of people listen to you guys, and last
That's because
episode
we're the
wasn't
best
great.
X-Wing podcast.
You
I mean,
are the best
the
X-Wing.
form said.
Well, I wouldn't say the best.
Oh, get fucked!
Stop myself just before I said
Close
that.
enough. I was able to infer.
Who is Rob AGD? I feel like I should know you. He's saying Curio went to 20 plus to less than 10 for several weeks. We just got back to 20 plus. Yeah, we're kind of in the same boat. Our numbers got the second wave 12 drop that everyone saw gunboats everywhere and firing arcs. Somehow the word got out and just everybody, our numbers were huge.
There were a bunch of new people at my store on Tuesday, and I deliberately avoided playing because I only had Miranda Nim with me, and I deliberately avoided playing them with that because I'm I want these people to come back.
I sold a lot of gunboats twice.
Yeah, gunboats.
Oh yeah, man. So like, how awesome is it as a store owner when FFG drops a new product that's super good and also everyone loves it, and then you want like 3 of them in the same list? That seems great.
Yeah,
I'm
you know
super
what?
in.
You know what really sucks though is when they ship you 5 ships and you have to stock all of them, and nobody buys BSFs and nobody buys sheath
Hey,
beads. And
you'll
nobody
sell
buys...
some BSF soon. It's just a shame they put 3 trajectory sims in there so people can split them.
Yeah.
How are you not selling sheathopedes? Is it because everyone's
I
bad?
sell 1.
Do they not know about the flight assist bounty? Chris, do we have to make that real to help our local games?
I'll make sure to. I'm gonna make a nice little poster with your face on it. Flight assist bounty.
I may or may not need them for Crate Cup, depending on how this ongoing argument with Duncan.
Chris, Salt Mines and Nova Open. Got it.
You guys are making up your own rules. Just print out your fucking squad sheet. Who cares?
Zach, I printed 300 Flight Assist Altar promos for Crate Cup. I got you, fam. I got you.
Amazing.
Jesus.
Everybody gets 2 or 5. Like, I don't care. Whatever.
I need 3.
Sure.
Spoiler, the bounty is a hug from me. That's actually what we're giving out.
Oh.
Yep.
So Nick says their store's not having the same experience as us. That's good. I'm glad to hear that it's not the same everywhere.
I'm super fucking happy that I have a picture of you with a bag full of shield tokens on your shoulder.
Oh yeah.
I love having a secret agent in your group.
I was a little worried when I saw that, because that's actually that was just one of my locals heard about it and did it. I don't even think he knew about you guys. He just did it because he heard the story. But I was a little worried. Kiefer took the picture because someone else handed me the bag.
No shit.
Yeah, I was actually legit worried for a minute that like people were gonna dox me because I wasn't ready for that. Like, the thing about me on the internet is I think some people like me, but there are definitely people out there that don't. So I was like,
those guys.
fuck. And I just went shooting, and all my fucking guns are dirty, and I need to clean all of them.
So here, I got a good example for you for what we're talking about with. So a lot of the casual players don't understand that when they drop something like Miranda Nim on their opponent's not having fun. So I was rolling up on my LGS, it was right after Gen Con. The Nim was everywhere, so I was like, all right, I need to practice Racklow. I was meeting Tyler Barnett there later that night. And we were gonna play. So I had my my Rockfell stuff out, right? Like Palp, Kylo, Rack, like super not fun to play against. I get it though, right? Like, I'm not gonna drop it on new players. I was planning on playing Tyler, so it's all out. But Tyler goes, he can't make it last second. So I was like, all right, whatever. No worries. So I went to play somebody else, and like I came back in the store after checking my phone, and went to play somebody, and he's like, "Oh, you want to play?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And he looks at the stuff on the table. Was like, "Oh, I really don't want to play against that." And I was like, "Sure, that's fine, right? Like, no big deal. I get it. It probably won't be super fun." And then he pulls out Corin Nim.
Did he really?
Yeah. And I was like, "Whoa!" And I don't mean to, like.
And those people aren't the problem?
Well, no. So but they don't know. So like this, I mean, this was like a 14-year-old kid, right? Like he wasn't like.
Okay.
But
hey, teenagers are the fucking devil. All right.
Yeah, teenagers are the devil.
Don't trust teenagers who play Corin.
But the point is that he didn't realize that his opponents weren't having fun. Because he was bad at Corin Nim, which is fine. But because he was bad at it, he thought it was fair. And we see a lot of you see a lot of it. Oh, I beat Corin. I beat Miranda Nim. I beat this. Like, just put them in your firing arcs and shoot them. It's like, well, no, if your opponent isn't a fucking moron, that's not an option. And we see a lot of the casual players, like, funnily enough, bitching at competitive players, telling them to get good, when the problem is actually the opposite, and everyone they play against sucks, so they don't know.
What's really terrifying is I made a joke about it. I was like, "Oh, I beat Miranda Nim with 3 B-wings because they put Miranda on a rock and Nim in all three range one, all 3 firing arcs," and people thought that was a real story. Like, multiple people are like, "Zach, that game was an outlier. You can't use that." I'm like, I thought typing in all caps and mentioning B-wings made it obvious, but. I guess next time I'll say 6 Hawks.
I guess. I mean, we're not. I guess what I'm saying is my tier 2 guys that I'm trying to get to tier 1 guys, I will run Nim Miranda against them all fucking day just so they can get used to it.
Right, I need to practice for sure.
And and I can't imagine anyone in my area, and I'm going in a week and a half to Minneapolis. I guess I'll find out if there are the guys that are running Nim Miranda and they sit there and bitch that I'm going to run
Racklow?
Death Rain Connor nets and fucking rack low.
Regional, you bring Racklow, I guarantee you will hear people bitching about what a negative play experience Racklow is.
I'm bringing Death Rain and rack low.
That is not a good strategy.
Enhanced scopes, baby.
They
That
can't
bitch is
dodge
gonna get ion.
He's gonna bring Death Rain and Racklow and bitch about his dice. Let's make sure we got the full story.
Oh no, I never bitch about dice.
Bullshit.
Never.
Coach, one of my favorite coachisms is when you say you aren't going to do something and then immediately do it. Like you had an episode where you're like, we're not going to read the cards. We're not Minox. And then you proceeded to read every single card word for word. Like you didn't even summarize. You weren't like, all right, R5TK, you can shoot at your own dudes. Next card, you're like, R5TK, you may perform. It's a unique sound
you motherfuckers did that. And then Chris is like, hey, can I get your giant list of mandatory triggers? I was like, sure, but read them all or no balls. And he didn't.
I tried to read them all. I started to read them all, and they stopped me.
No balls.
Why is it just us left? And listeners, what's wrong with you listeners?
They're still fucking. All the listeners are still here. What are you talking about?
So yeah, Racklow, Lieutenant
Kyle and fucking Snoot left, or Kyle and Chico left. That's it.
So yeah, like I mean, in
So
chat, like Racklow calls it a damn NPE. That is super correct for any 2-ship build. It's actually.
I thought about that too, just the other day. Not with Racklow though. Anyways, it was with something different, something stupid.
Yeah. But
dude, I love my Death Rain where I could just drop the counter net right in front of me, and I'm like, good luck with that.
At this point, any coach, you could do better. Play real ships. Play real ships instead.
Dude, I have expectations to run shitty lists, so I'm just gonna ride that way.
If you're gonna play bombs, play good bombs. Like if you like Death Rain, like why not play like Nim?
I don't like bombs. I like Death Rain.
But Death Rain is bombs. I don't understand.
Yeah, but it's bombs where like I move before they move, and I like there you go. Good luck with that.
Then play like Miranda.
But no, I don't want to think that much about movement and maneuvers.
Miranda's way easier to play than Death Rain. You
realize that with enhanced scopes, he moves at 0, so I know where everything is.
I know what you're doing.
He has a boost with experimental interface. I boost, I drop the goddamn bomb. It's easy.
So I'm going to quote Chambly, who brought Bob to our regional, and goes, I discovered that what I wanted to do worked exactly like I wanted it to, and it also wasn't worth doing.
That's pretty much my playstyle.
Fair.
Dude, I am not out to win tournaments. I am not out to... Like, at fucking Gen Con when I went 5-1, I was like, I don't understand.
What's
put
happening?
Corrector on everything, so I don't have to roll dice.
You what?
I ran a ghost Nim with TLT on Nim, accuracy corrector.
So you played a good list on accident?
Huh?
So you played a good list on accident?
No, I played Phil Horney, and we went down to like the wire. It was awesome.
Phil Horney took 17th at Chicago and Gen Con?
Yes. It was great.
God,
like we literally each had to take like 15 minutes on our last turn. Because it was either do or die. Someone was going to die and win. Either
Coach,
way.
I vaguely remember you Nova style bat ripping on Gen Con and still bitching about your dice. Like I pretty much remember that. I took my control alt delete to take dice out of it.
Oh, no.
There was a game where you're like, but my dice just let me down. And I'm like,
the only way my dice would let me down is if I like had a range 1 in primary arc. I'm like, fuck it, let's just roll 5 dice instead of 2 automatics. Because whatever.
Do you know what really helps rolling 5 dice? Target locks.
I had a target lock, and I spent the target lock,
and
I re-rolled, and I still had accuracy correct 2 hits.
Wait, no, Chris, stay there.
I'm here. All right. Let's talk about bad dice. All right, so what are the odds of getting 2 hits on 5 dice with a single mod? What's your gut say? Tell me what your gut says.
Oh my god, 3.
3 what? How unlikely is it? How if you take 100 of those shots, how many are going to hit for 2?
No, dude. I am worse than Ryan Farmer at math.
But I don't want
I
to
just know that 5 is better than 2.
Right, but I just want to know how, like, all right, so if you do it 5 times, how many times?
Okay, it happened once. I had a range 1 shot and a target lock on the ship in front of me. I think he had. It was I want to say it was a bomber. No, not a bomber. It was something for fucking 2 agility. Rolled my 5 dice. 3 blanks, had 3 blanks, a focus, and a hit.
Yeah.
Something like that. I'm like, awesome, hit. Scoop it up, roll it again. 2 blanks, 2 focuses.
So that's a 10% to happen. That's not even bad dice. That's not even unlikely. That happens all the time.
That's fine. I accuracy corrected it to 2. I did 1 damage. I was happy with it.
Yeah, but I'm getting mixed signals now. Zach was just like, you're bitching about your dice.
I was bitching about my dice because I wanted more hits than 2.
Fair. Have you tried? Have you tried playing?
The issue here is Coach just really struggles with words.
I've been a Soontir. I've been a Palpace, or I'm actually a TIE Swarm player forever. But no, I played a lot of Soontir.
Well, I was gonna say you should play Soontir because you can roll your dice and then just ignore whatever they say, and it doesn't matter. It's great.
Yeah, no. That's why I love the TIE Vanguard title so much, because I am notorious for rolling blanks and having Soontir die.
But
I was like, freaking out of jail card.
Because everybody rolls blanks. Nobody's unlucky.
He's just saying I bitch about my dice because I bitched about it 1 time. I rarely bitch about my dice. And if I do, fuck it, who cares? I bitch about my dice.
Words?
I don't think we'll say. And if I do, whatever. We have the best.
You guys
words.
are in my world now.
Coach, are words just like X-Wing for you where you're bad at both of those things?
Yeah, generally.
All right, just as long as I understand.
I make up for it in sex.
Have you tried the dice app? Man, don't you talk shit about sex. I will show you the purest 2D maidens you've ever seen in your entire life.
I haven't even seen this Mary girl. Like, come on.
She's real.
Get her on.
They're behind 2 doors. 2 doors down even.
Get your ass up, walk past 2 doors, bring her on the show.
Come wake up. I need to show you off on the internet. If I
Yes, that's exactly what you say.
We can make a whole lot more money than that.
Yeah, I like this whole elusiveness of this Mary character. Like, she's almost more intriguing than the rest of the characters on the Carolina Crate Cast. Like,
well, I mean, I've got Tyler locked up in the closet.
I know, that was so good though. That was so good. No, it was Travis was locked in the closet.
I mean, I didn't say it was only Tyler locked in the closet.
It's Tyler and Travis.
Tyler's a real human being.
He needs a company.
Is Mary going to make her debut on OCX? I mean, if she's down, we can have all you assholes come chill with us on the crates.
Just ask.
No. I mean, we got Montana, but can we just have all of you? That's easier.
Oh, you want us all on?
Yeah, give me us all.
Oh, man, do you think that's going to be a good time?
It'll be super great.
I mean, for us, it's going to be a good time.
Yeah,
but...
well, fuck the listeners.
I mean,
listeners.
Never mind. That was a stupid question.
Like, whatever.
There again, the words are escaping me. I rolled 2 blanks and 2 focuses and don't have a focus token on that sentence.
My dice are so bad. I rolled 4 paint.
I can't wait till FFG Center. I'm just gonna like scream, my dice, dice.
Please take Racklow to FFG Center so you can listen to the people bitch about it being a negative play experience. Please.
I'm gonna take Racklow Death Rain.
No, it doesn't count if you bring Death Rain too. You'd be better off with a bid.
Yeah,
the bid would help. Did I say I didn't have a bid?
No, but you have a Death Rain. However many points that Death Rain is could be bid.
That's one thing that's like triggered me. People are like, "Oh, Death Rain made the cut at Chicago." I'm like, "Look, guys,
it's
the
cute.
cut was a little weird." All right,
it's cute.
I'm not saying.
Oh God, I totally forgot. One of the biggest tournaments doesn't even have Miranda Nim as a legal option.
Yep.
What?
And it was a legal option. It just couldn't,
right.
do the most important thing that list does.
Chicago said no to Trajectory 7 Nim. So that skews things a little bit. It doesn't matter much.
I mean, I understand how it's basically up to the TOs, and they're like, well, we don't have an FAQ. And it's
not up to the TOs. It's a regional. You have to follow the rules.
Actually...
But
now, I'm paraphrasing someone else.
Dropping. So,
But according to FFC,
I agree that it's not clear, but my opinion has been overruled. So
No,
I'm not going to argue it. Like, whatever. It's not my
yeah,
call.
but they're not accepting it. Fucking
the way it was
emails.
explained to me is that if God himself comes down on the day of a tournament and contradicts the TO, God is wrong. Or the marshal now.
There you go. See? Even if Frank walked in the door and TO's like, who are you?
Who are you? So weird. So, all right. So, like the Kylo Levo said, Asajj, like if you check for range on somebody in Asajj and they're not in your arc or range, or if they're not whatever, right? You can try it again. That's blatantly not what the card says, but it's what Frank says the rules are. So we do that. Like, he's the fucking game developer. Like, I don't know if you saw the massive outrage when our predatory judge Brent posted the system open rules. He's like, hey guys, these are the rules we're gonna use. And everybody like loses their mind. It's like, why are you doing this? Because that's what the developer said to do. Well, I disagree. I don't care. Like, what we have the word from God on this one. It's super weird.
It's X-Wing, baby. It's X-Wing. Feel like that's something Ricky Bobby would say, but that's all I can come up with.
I want to go fast. I want to go fast.
Rubbin's racing, baby. Rubbin's racing.
But I have to go ahead and get it out here now to the 15 people still watching. Kylo Suntir has a name, and it's in all caps. It's just, you can't take this guy from me.
Can we just call it Skyfall?
No, absolutely not.
It's a Firefly reference. What the fuck?
Can we just call it Wash?
No.
Leap on the wind.
Just call it Wash.
Do you see how strong my arms are? It's, you can't take this guy from me.
I don't think I'm that big of a nerd to understand this.
That's fair.
I admit my faults whenever they come up. And it's a lot, but...
No.
How do you get anything else done?
Only fault is that he's too handsome.
I know how to hammer a nail in a piece of wood, and you'd be surprised how much money you can make when you do that.
A nail in your mom's wood?
Oh, man, the mom jokes are just... I don't know where all the mom jokes are coming from on this podcast. At least I don't have my dick in my hand this time.
What?
Yeah, you missed last podcast. Way to go. Apparently, we're not on your homework list anymore.
Right.
No, you're definitely not. No
Is
regrets.
that why the fuck you're on the show all the time? Is because you don't listen to us, so you're just like, oh, fuck, maybe I can weasel my ass onto the show.
Like, I have to do my damn homework. And I'm like, Zach is here. He could have just told me. Like, shit.
Yeah, so basically, Josh texts me. He's like, Coach is saying stupid shit again. I'm like, oh, it must be Wednesday.
I wasn't even saying stupid shit this week. Or was that last week?
Come on, we all know that's not true. No matter what happens, when one of us gets the camera,
it's actually that I just don't have anything else going on Wednesday.
I'm pretty sure I was pretty good this episode.
You don't know that.
I don't until like next week Tuesday when Montana decides to.
Do you listen to your own podcast?
Yeah, I do.
Why would you do that?
The only good one out there.
That's correct response.
Chris, I re-listened to all the crate casts.
Why? Why would you do that?
Because I miss you guys.
Oh,
it's the only way he talks to you
wholesome.
guys.
Also,
he's been on this show more than he has yours. What the fuck?
Yeah, I miss you guys.
No, he's been at his computer on this show more. He's just been in his car with us.
Yeah, I've been in my car.
Yeah, that's not a treat.
Okay, last night I stepped out of the game store at 8:30 and didn't drive because I wanted our audio to be good. And
that was dedication.
I could have just driven home at any point during that and been on my fucking computer and eaten food at a reasonable time. I was so pissed.
God, Coach, I'm so scared. I got so many messages right before Crate Cup that were like, hey, I don't really want to play. Like, but even before we put out Travis's thing, it was like, I'm just going to play against Miranda. Like, we're going to get paired up, and somebody has to play against Miranda Nim every round. Like, we're gonna...
No, I totally, like, Chico put it in very clear terms for me. It's a team tournament. So you're going to, like, if you didn't make the ruling you made, it was going to be, okay, someone has to take Miranda Nim, someone has to take Racklow,
and then
someone has to take cold hot dogs. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately,
just-
the one thing
Sorry,
we ran
Zach.
into.
Zach, you're in Kyle's list. Got called cold hot dogs. So
What?
All right.
What list?
Dude,
What,
it's super
Judge?
fucking,
Judge?
it's super fucking good, dude. That
Huh?
list is solid. That
Oh,
list
the
is really good.
the Nim Justero and I can't remember
Jostro
the name of
is
the.
Jostro is such a fucking ass, dude. That will
I-
wreck. That will wreck Nim Miranda.
Could somebody that actually listens to our podcast go back, wind back the clock to when somebody said, "Hey, Justero, kind of frightening. It'd be really good if you could shoot a PS Infinity." It's a good thing there's no way to like sling a bomb out in front of you and then have it always go off.
So that's actually the nature of my fucking salt, by the way, is that like we knew that bombs were a fucking problem. Like I'm pretty sure that the BSF release was all fucked up because it was supposed to come out in May when Last Jedi was originally supposed to come out. But like, why do the developers not go, oh hey, we just nerfed Nim and we're about to have this bomb launching shit come out. Maybe we should reach into that box and stop that rather than just put back the list that we just nerfed. Like it would be like if they released an X-Wing that were 25 points and just had big visibility but was PS4 or 6 now. And they're like, yeah, no, it's totally fine.
But I mean, they know, right? Like we have to be willing
No.
to give them.
I don't think they do.
I'm not anymore.
No.
Honestly, after Trajectory
mean-
Simulator, I'm not. I'm fucking not. I'm sorry, Max, Alex, Franks, you guys are nice guys. You're probably smart. But I'm fucking, you guys have lost the benefit of the doubt.
They don't have a clue.
No,
I need
I
to
was
know-
going to say, presumably they can't.
No,
that better be the fucking reason. That had better be the fucking reason.
I don't think they have a clue.
I had believed in them, especially after the last set of nerfs. I had believed in them. I had believed in them, like looking at the Wave 12 stuff. I had believed in them. Like I was like, oh, because like we started looking at Wave 12 and you're like, oh, this feels too wholesome. And then the nerfs happened, like, oh, all this is just right and interesting, and there's some old stuff and new stuff. And then Trajectory Sim, and I was like I put it on the table and I was like, I can't believe anymore. Like Chris, you have called me the optimist of the group before. Because we've been through some shitty metas and it's gotten better and it's picked up and what's good has changed over time. But like either they don't care or they can't change it, or goddamn Walt Disney himself is saying that bombs have to destroy this game, or I'm turning Star Wars off.
Main character of X-Wing.
So let me ask you, easy fix.
What's easy?
Did they just clarify launching and bombing?
Somebody
launching
asked
and
the
dropping?
same question. I think that would help.
I know.
That would make it very
I'm speaking
manageable.
for Ryan right now. Or
Honestly,
maybe not.
I want to see a nerf on the Miranda Nim stuff on par with the Danguru nerf, where they hit like 3 or 4 different cards involved.
Oh fuck, they're never gonna do that.
Like
So-
I'd like to see regen hit. I'd be okay with TLT being hit. I'd definitely like to see the Skurg hit. I'd like to
now
see
you're fucking wishing, man, and that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Like we wished for a little bit with the gunboat or the U-boats,
for better or worse, one of the
and
things
they got fucking slaughtered.
for better or worse, one of the things that's happened over the years in X-Wing that's been good and bad for the game is that FFG's been really responsive to stuff. Like the one that really jumps out to me was when Wave 6 and Scum and Villainy came out. Originally they said mixing and matching Scum and Rebel and Scum and Imperial dials would not be legal. You had to have the appropriate dial. And people freaked out, and within like 2 weeks they did a 180. And it's at first it was like, oh cool, FFG listens to the community and will make decisions that make sense, but
Yeah.
also set the precedent that they will absolutely change their mind and they will absolutely go in a different direction. So people are sitting here whining about everything on the internet because it's worked before. Like you say, oh, it would never happen, but I literally started my sentence by citing a time when it happened.
Let me ask a hypothetical question here, quick second, because we might actually do this on Meta versus Meta tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Triple U-boats versus Miranda Nim.
Oh, U-boats have got it easily. Trip boats is next on my list to test if it's good against the field. Take expertise, ion projector, rig cargo shoot, intel agent on 3 boats, and just dumpster it. It won't be a game. The problem is,
do you want to
so-
bring him back?
no.
No, I mean the old boats, the old list,
So we're talking intel agent scouts right now, right?
pre-nerf. Yes.
I don't know people watching, if you've played against somebody that understands what Intel Agent does to the game, when your opponent has 3 large base ships with barrel roll and white sloops, you don't get to play. Like, it is a single player game that you're spectating, and you might
take your agency.
Yes, correct usage of agency.
Hey!
Fuckers, I know what it means. God damn it.
Your dials are irrelevant. They're gonna play their side of the game, and they're gonna play your side of the game, and it's not fun. So while yes, it might work, that's still not a game I want to play.
Did you just realize that long con that I just fucking played out?
Was good.
I got him to leave the goddamn desk. Oh, that was great. That was totally worth it right there.
Yeah, sure. Somebody says, "Can you say it again?" Go destroy your local meta. Put triple jumps back on the table just for the look in your opponent's face. So 3 boats, expertise because it's twice as good as Predator and costs 1 more point. Intel Agent, rig, cargo chute, ion projector. You've got to own 3 Shadowcasters because you actually do need the 3 debris tokens. But yeah, it's good.
Is it bad that I can hear my headphones up a flight of stairs?
Yes, it's bad.
Probably bad. Yeah, might explain a lot though.
Oh, do you did you like that setup that I just had there, Zach? Will you give me some credit on that one?
We call that the Minoc, where you were right by accident.
No. This
Accuracy by volume, baby.
This is the hot dog slip, baby, right in the mouth.
So you guys brought it up, but the Kylo Suntir stuff, that list is cancer. Holy shit, is it cancer? The only reason, so all my opponents were laughing their ass off the entire game, but it wasn't because the game was fun. It was because we were just demonstrating in front of both of us how stupid it was. Like, I was standing on a chair looking down at them yelling, "Chase me." And oh, look, 7 of AIDS.
You're the human being made it fun.
All right.
Weren't you? Like,
Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. Chris, you convince me. I'll run Kyler Sunter at Minneapolis.
You are not allowed to joust your opponent, okay? I'm looking at you.
They all I gotta do is get them to half points, right?
Yeah, but you're it's a long road. It might take you 75 minutes to get that last half point of damage.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
I don't believe you.
All right, so let's put this on the calendar. So it's January 27th, which means they'll record about it on January 31st. So on the live show, what time do you normally start recording, Coach?
About 8:30, 9 o'clock.
About 8:30. So you can mark it down for 10:15. Coach will explain that he missed the cut because of his dice. And then give us an in-depth battle report about
some Nostradamus shit right there.
Do you know where the safe space is for Nim? Because it's important. You need to know it.
Yeah, not where Nim is. Ever.
All right, hang on. Zach, do you have the map handy?
I don't actually. I haven't saved
I'm assuming it's on the sides, range 3.
No, whoa, no, all right, no, we're super
wrong.
Shit, where is it? I think Farmer messaged it too. It must be here. Yes, all right, here it is.
Space for hold on. Let me actually think about this before just blurting shit out.
Yeah, so tell me where the safe spot is.
Here's what you're gonna blurt out. I didn't know there was so much red in the whole galaxy.
From just the bomb. We're gonna ignore auto blaster turret, TLT, like whatever, right? Just the bombs.
We're ignoring auto blaster turret?
Yeah, just from the. If they've got auto blaster turret, you're fucked. Is the secret.
Oh yeah.
But no, from just the bombs. I've got the map. I'll send it to you in seconds. Give me a second to upload it, anyways. But where do you want to land your ace? That you're like, all right, I'm safe. I'm safe from Nim.
Well, that's got to be right next to him, doesn't it?
Where right next to him?
As close as possible to them as you can get.
Well, no, because if they won straight genius, you're fucked.
Remember, they probably just have like 4 regular bombs.
Yeah, so we're thinking quad thermal density.
So you're looking at what, a base ahead of them?
No, so anywhere in front of them out to range like 6 is wrong because they can 5 straight and fuck you. No
exactly. Yeah. Fuck it. Go ahead. Tell me.
All right. I'll send you a picture. So this is why I think a lot of the hate for Miranda Nim's only getting caught up now because the counterplay involved is not fun. There's the picture of like that's the bomb area for Nim.
So, Coach, did you know there was that much red in the whole universe?
Yeah.
Yeah, so somebody in the chat, yeah, Ryan, like rage 3 from the back corners of Nim. I can't link a picture. Shit, that's right. But there's actually
I
you
got
can
it.
get
I got it. Just hold on a second. I'll put it on the chat.
so you can get 2.5 ship bases to the left of Nim, like, and it's a like a 4 base square area that you can be in. But the problem is if Nim 3 banks, then you won't shoot Nim, but at least you won't get bombed. And if you're playing something like Kylo Suntir, that's where you have to be, is in that area. Because you can't get behind him because then he can catch you easier. But if you land in that space to the side of him, one of you's facing the wrong direction, so you're past him to buy some more turns.
Slop sync time.
Oh God!
So
are you gonna go pee in it?
Hear that?
What's up?
Be
right back.
Go to bed.
All right.
Chris, I love you. I miss you.
Let's just end it. Chris,
what's up?
Zach, love you guys.
Wait.
All right.
One more important question before you.
For
before
fuck's
you go to bed.
sake.
Do you know?
All right,
Dwayne?
hold on. I'm gonna go piss in my slop sink.
He's got a very important question.
Jesus Christ! All right.
Do you know Dwayne? Do you know Dwayne?
Is that weird Knuckles?
Spit on him, brother. He does not know Dwayne.
No, I do not know Dwayne. I'm not comfortable with all this millennial shit that you guys are throwing my old ass. So
Sonic the Hedgehog. Knuckles was my favorite character in Sonic growing up.
okay,
and this meme is the dumbest thing I've ever seen, and it's just perfect.
You mean
yeah?
Knuckles?
I keep seeing this meme thing. I don't understand it. It's not Knuckles. Knuckles is what the fuck are they talking about? Why is it so funny?
I would advise try not to think about it much, and just think about Dwayne.
Who's Dwayne?
Do you know Dwayne? He does not know Dwayne. Chris, he does not know Dwayne. Spit on him, my brother. He does not know Dwayne.
Crate Cup is gonna be the dankest shit that's ever happened, and I'm not prepared. It's gonna be a whole weekend of this.
Do I need to paint up my K-Wing like this now too?
You gotta paint that up as Sonic.
I always thought whenever I got my K-Wing painted, it would be really nice.
Please don't make us relevant. I'm sorry, Patrick. I have no fucking clue what he's talking about.
I would also like to note, for you guys that are still here, I got you, fam. For the Invitational, I am turning in my list in front of all of my opponents in my pod, and it's going to be Racklow, and I'm biting the bullet for everyone so no one can play Miranda Nim in our pod of 4.
God,
unless he fits in my group, then I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have 2 lists. I'm gonna have one with just like I don't know. Fucking...
You said you were gonna show me the stupid meme, and I could go pee. So you guys gonna talk about lists. Talk about your list. I'm gonna go pee.
All right, chat. I got your. While he go peas and peas, I got your question.
It's gonna be like
set up behind the shit point, Talon roll, a trajectory sim. That's how you do it. So that's a Talon roll left to right, all the way forward. I don't know why there's just one bomb on there. It should be a longer one. I didn't make it. Night, Ryan.
My invitational list. It's going to be 3 Wookiee Liberators with determination. The D95. I think that fits.
That does fit. It seems really good.
Yep.
You should make it Aaron Kraken so you can reinforce in combat. It'd be great. You reinforce whoever they're looking at, it'd be the best.
Oh, do we have points for Lorik?
Of course you do. It says D95, like whatever. God. Are you ready for the salt? I'm not ready. I'm not ready for it.
We're still live, by the way.
No, I know. It feels bad, man, to be doomsaying. Because it's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. But I hope with all my heart to be wrong and games and stuff isn't going to be a massive dumpster fire.
I really do hope that people actually solve the problem. Like I would love to, and I love them, but I would like to see like just Paul and Tim or whoever else runs that shit, like
burn it down.
I don't want them to burn it down or be outplayed, right? Like,
yeah. I mean, I would love to watch Duncan solve the puzzle in real time. I don't believe in you, Duncan. I'm sorry.
Actually, I don't even know if they're on that shit because it's so obvious.
I don't know.
But like,
I mean, a bunch of people will be.
Yeah, I mean that's my only tear. Like, I want to get that regional monkey off my back, but this is such an obvious list that like knowing my regional
there has to be an answer to it if it's such an obvious list. And then why aren't you playing that answer? I promise you, we put more work into Final Encounter than anyone else. We came up playing, and I don't believe in you, the field.
Yeah, I did like what I was talking to you about tonight with the high PS harpoons, but like I don't know. I
mean, what are you gonna do when you hit like some asshole running Wes Jansen in Black 1? Because you will. You've got to beat them too.
God, I get not wanting it. So my other hope is that like we sort of said is that people just sort of miss Miranda Nim and overcorrected because Nami really was the star of Texas with 3BQD, and then you won that regional with it.
Well, let's be clear. Joel was the star of Texas, going fucking 15-0 with Prop Aces.
Oh no, I mean the Texas regional.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
All right, now that we're discussing lists, this is the potential other than fucking straight up Soontir Kylo.
Well, you already committed.
It's Death Rain, enhanced scopes, experimental interface.
We're out. I'm so out. Oh, I could not be more out.
2 cents of counter nets. I believe I have extra munitions on there.
Fucking Death Rain.
40.
You will counter net my Soontir off the board, and I will still win the game.
It's 40 points.
You know what you can get for 40 points in Imperials?
Then you follow it up with a 60-point rack, Vader Gunner, Moff Gerard.
Oh God!
I have ion bombs and engine upgrade.
All right, dude. No, I'm so out.
You just not know the way.
That is an OCX level bad.
You do not know the way.
You're just going and handing out free wins to people. It's nice. It feels good to be Santa. I get it. We got to do it at the Invitational. It's like, hey, I already qualified. Here's a win. Have fun. You did it. And then you didn't qualify. My sacrifice was in vain. It's very sad.
I think it's going to be great.
So here's a question for you. If you just want to go play fun, casual games of X-Wing, why do a regional?
Well, okay. So for one, if I go against Nim Miranda,
in good faith question.
If I go against Nim Miranda, so I'm gonna counter net Nim twice.
No, you're not. So one, Death Rain is getting PS killed.
How are they getting PS killed when I pretty much fucking roll on them, drop a bomb in front of them, they roll over, don't get any actions?
No. But
they can drop a bomb next to because they don't get to reveal a maneuver.
How are you gonna get there?
It's easy. Done it lots of times.
But should you?
Should I what? Not bomb someone on turn 2 all the time?
Yeah, like your opponent gets to play 2. They're not just gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna go get my ass kicked by Death Rain.
Chris, would you say your opponent has something that they would be able to recognize Death Rain and
unless you're playing against Tyler Barnett, you have agency.
I'm playing against people in Minnesota, so I have all the agency in the world.
Just don't list check them. They get really mad about that.
But no,
I'm totally playing Kylo Soontir. Don't worry about it.
Man, so Kylo Soontir's not a good list. To be clear, everybody's watching. Don't play Kylo Soontir. You won't win. It's not good.
Dude, I'm not there going to win. I'm there to have fun.
No, I know, but that
FFG allows me to drink beer. Now Omaha, I'm gonna be fucking net listing with you guys like crazy because that fucking Aaron Bonner's going down.
Oh Jesus! But so I guess that's my question. So in my 40K, apparently, I'm told this is all new to me. The reason tournaments weren't just double elimination is because it was hard to get games. And if you went to a tournament, you knew you'd be able to get as many games in as that tournament had rounds. X-Wing, we don't have that problem, right? If you just want to go play casual X-Wing, you can, like whenever, wherever. It's not hard.
Sure.
In most places. So if you're going to a tournament to have fun, everybody's going to a tournament to have fun is the secret.
This is where my mentality and Travis's differ.
Yeah, well, and then I'm in some weird place between you, but I get Travis's mentality.
Yeah, you don't get mine. I'm just there like, I want to see someone, like, if they got their sweet Poe and they're like, oh, you don't get any actions.
Actions are like roads. I'm against them.
See? Exactly. So am I. I think I can actually still fit. No, I can't. Shit. Fuck.
Are you really going to...
I guess I could do 2 counter nets and 2 ion bombs.
Jared is the really shitty crew, right?
Moff Gerard's the one where that's my safety against Kylo.
All right. So, what's it called? Is a terrible crew that no one should ever take? Breach
Courier droid?
No, Courier droid's fucking great. If you have a crew slot, like, it's
Boshek?
good.
I don't know.
No. Jared, Breach Specialist.
Leia Organa?
How we get there? Breach Specialist should go immediately into your Shredder. It's the one that says you can discard a reinforced token to flip over a crit. It's fucking binder
Chris,
fodder.
it's so good in triple Wookiees. The list couldn't
Shut up.
possibly be improved.
Yeah, but just wait. There's gonna be more ships that get reinforced.
It'll still be bad.
Just wait till Empire gets reinforced.
But it'll still be bad.
That'd be
because
great.
The condition for the cards are bad. There needs to be some weird combo for it to be good. But the point is, that card's not good, and Jared's a worse version of that card that costs more.
I don't know. Maybe. I can play the Act 2, Chris. I can play the Act 2. No, Minnesota. I'm just there to fucking plug the show, have fun, drink beer.
And I get being there for the memes, right? All right, for the fun, for the jokes, right? Or whatever. But why a regional is the venue? I guess is the question. Because you can go play that shit whenever you want. Like whatever. Why a competitive venue for the casual list? All right.
I think
I'm expecting.
You know what? That's the question. I never do well at regionals. I never do. Never have.
The secret is not very many people do well at regionals. Because there's a lot of people and very few people can do well.
Like everyone's telling me, fly the 3 gunboats in quick draw because I've flown them so much. I know them backwards, inwards, and outwards. And
you flew them like shit on stream.
Oh my god!
Jesus.
No, I had that game, but I just decided to do the 3 sloop.
Yeah,
and
when
fucking...
Sloop was like, you know what? I'm just gonna fly onto an obstacle on turn 1.
I totally forgot that the fucking Kirax's hat didn't have a 1 forward for some reason. Blanked the fuck out. Well, if you saw the next one, I completely forgot optics on Kylo the entire game. Like I keep taking the focus away, and Nick Bond is like, no, who was it? Oh, I think Chico's like, why did he use his focus? And he's like, he must have used his focus because Nick Bond's like, there's no way he would just remove it. And I'm like,
you can't. You were cheating the whole time. You're not even allowed to use it.
Board state, sons of bitches.
Yeah, but God,
Kyle would have get caught warning.
So here's a judge
I would have
question.
given
We should
Kyle a
have asked
warning if he
Chico.
watched you pick up your optics focus.
So yeah, here's a judge question. What if your opponent deploys with the incorrect number of shields? Then you can't. And don't say anything. Are you cheating?
Yeah, no, that's totally a warning against your opponent.
If they don't notice, yeah.
No, even if they don't notice, it's a warning against your opponent.
If they don't notice, you don't notice.
Both players are responsible for the board state.
I agree, but I'm saying
if you are obviously shorthanding yourself, you're obviously forgetting. The other player cannot make a valid judgment saying, I didn't know the fucking Falcon didn't have 5 shields either.
So I agree with what you're saying, but the problem is a judge will never appear to make a warning because both players forgot.
They should.
It's
in the rules. In the rules.
No, I agree with you.
Longy family, I'm calling you out. Issue warnings to my first 5 opponents or no balls.
Now, are they going to issue a warning against Zach because he's actually shorthanding himself? No. Are they going to issue a warning against his opponent because they said, hey, wait a minute.
They should issue a warning to everyone except Nathan. God, I'm getting so much hate for that Nathan game that I commented on.
Oh my god, dude, it was bad.
People are so mad, bro, that I'm friends with Nathan.
I mean, Nathan's fun, so I can see why they'd be jealous. But no,
right.
so. But
couple more questions and then we're done.
You're you'll never get a warning for forgetting a shield because both players will remember it, or won't. Either will catch it or won't. Like somebody will catch it, and if a judge gets called, hey, he forgot to put a shield on. You're in deep into unsportsman conduct. Like you're required to put shields on. Everybody knows that. But for the things like Rebel Captive, it was you that was dumbfounded that were not dumbfounded. That's not even the right word. It's like, man, I don't know. It should be on my opponent to remember. Like it should
I'm
be
always
on my opponent
dumbfounded.
to remember Rebel Captive, right? Like if they don't, like I get away with it. But if we both forget it. But if you're at my tournament, not Crate Cup, but Crate Cup's the most casual shit ever. If I'm judging nationals again, and it's my 3rd time going to your game, like over a couple different games, you're like, yeah, I shot him and he didn't Rebel Captive, and I forgot about it too. Like I don't believe you anymore, right?
Exactly. What I'm wondering is, first of all, why is that under missed opportunities? Why is that rule under the head of missed opportunities? That should not be there. It should have its own fucking bold
Oh, for sure.
written deal. But yeah, you're now placing judging character onto the judge when you both forget something, and you're like, I mean, we both forgot it. It's obviously in my favor, but he forgot it too. It's a board state thing.
Chris, what side of judging intent are we on? I can't remember.
So I'm on the no judging intent. So if somebody fucks up once, like, all right, so if, like, I don't care if you forget on purpose that your opponent has Rebel Captive, or if you're bad at remembering the board state. Either way, you need to, and I'm going to tell you that you need to, and I'm going to warn you and say, hey, get your shit together, or we're going to have problems.
But there again, you could totally manipulate the side. Like, say, I have Rebel Captain. I'm like, I'm purposely not going to put it on him.
No, so I'm going to...
And then you call a judge. It's like, hey, judge, he didn't board state the fucking Rebel Captive. And they're like,
I
okay.
agree. So
and I'm going to totally be a dick again and not remember it the second time. And I'm like, judge, he forgot it again.
No, but so in that scenario, it's not the player that forgot it. It's both players that get the warning.
That's what I'm saying. It's such a fucking stupid gray area where it's like.
But that's true in every game. Like, if you walk into a Magic game and the players are like, hey, we forgot how much health we have, you're like, get the fuck together, guys.
But
if that happens again,
health in Magic and remembering a stress in Rebel Captive is way different.
Well, how about an aura, like a board state in Magic?
Sure. What I'm saying though is, there's no way you can not fault either player or not both put a fault on both players. Like,
yeah, it's both players' fault. I agree wholeheartedly.
You don't get like, oh, you're in trouble, you're not, you forgot, that's your bad. You're in trouble because you forgot and you should have done it. It's like, you both get fucking warnings.
Yeah, well, and it's not even like the first time it happens, you both get a warning, right? Like,
no, I would totally say the first time you forget it, fuck you, both.
You're gonna go roll up in a store champ, somebody's third game of X-Wing they've ever played.
Not in a store champ, because it's not a premier event.
There you go. All right, once we're in premier event territory, I'm super in.
Once you're in premier, you warn both of them. You say that is a warning on both of you. Yep. One more time, you're out.
I probably wouldn't kick him out of the tournament the next time.
I would. Fuck that. I would.
There are a lot of, speaking of the chats, like, hey, the whole Timmy thing, like, I'm just going to a national because it's nearby and I'm here to have fun. I'm not going to kick you out of the tournament when you're 0-5 and you can't remember the board state because you barely know how to play. That's fine. Well, I don't care.
No, I would. I probably would.
Good call, Coach.
Don't come to a fucking regional unless you know your rules.
No, but
so the year that Chico had the round one per opponent or player that didn't fucking know, like he had two people round one that didn't know how initiative worked. That was the year I couldn't get a ticket.
like people go to, the secret is the vast majority.
Dude, I'm not kidding you. Don't go to a fucking regional unless you know the rules.
Well, so one, premier regionals are formal. You're allowed to go to them if you're not super familiar with the rules. Like, it's in the tournament documentation. It's premier events where players are expected to be familiar with the rules.
Tournament documentation.
Yeah, but you can't be giving me this like you should be familiar with the tournament documentation when you're the one trying to force people to be familiar with the tournament documentation.
If I was a judge and you got called it first fucking round, fifth fucking round, it's a warning, both of you guys. Mm-hmm. And I can guarantee you, if they get a warning and they go, well, what's a warning mean? I says, if you get a second one, you're kicked out. They're going to go figure out the fucking rule real quick.
So, all right, so here's an example. Nationals this year, right? I get called over to a table because somebody's so new to the game that they're like, they put a template on the board to see if their dash was going to fly off the board no matter what. Their opponent was like, yo, that's not really cool. Right? Understandably. Yeah, it was a warning, but like there's a lot of people that are in that boat of like, hey, I don't really know the rules, right?
That's fine. That's what the warning system's for.
Right, but so all right, so
let's give you a warning. During the break, I suggest here's an FAQ, here's the rule book to the game.
All right,
read them.
Here, let me give you an example. So somebody looks at their opponent's decimator with 8 cards and shoots at it, right? They don't take a stress. You come to this game 3 rounds later, and they go, hey, we forgot Rebel Captive, what do? So you tell both of them, hey, get your shit together, remember your triggers, right? You come back later, one of those players, sure, give them a warning. So you come back later, one of the players is 0-3, right? and they're still having fun. They're just like they just don't know the game. They look at their opponents. They're playing Mind Link. They look at their opponent's Nim Miranda list with 11 upgrade cards on Nim and 8 on Miranda, right? And they fuck up the timing for taking Thermal Double Stress on Mind Link, which is a board state failure, which I promise you will get wrong. You will get wrong if I ask you.
Oh, definitely.
Would you eject them from the tournament for fucking up the board state?
Yes.
Okay.
And the other person
We're
gets
gonna have to add. We're gonna have to add running a tournament to X-wing in the English language for Coach.
And no, but I mean, it's not a regional is not a joke, right?
How about at a system open or the final table of regional where people still don't know how prunes work because it's fucking complicated. Like, hey, so you have.
If I know the rules, you should know the rules.
But you don't know the rules.
I don't know the rules because I don't fucking run harpoons.
But you're still responsible for the board state of your opponent that is running harpoons.
And I ask as many questions as I can when harpoons
they're
proc.
wrong too a lot.
I don't know what to tell you, man. The rule. I mean, if
Okay, I really gotta go to bed. Good night.
All right,
Good night.
we can't go DQing people from tournaments that are new to the game and don't know the rules. If it's you, like the sad truth is, you do have to treat the top tables differently from the bottom. You don't judge intent; you judge how much it matters in the outcome. It's more important that people go to a tournament to have fun because that's the goal. Don't go ejecting people from tournaments that are trying to learn how to play the game.
I mean,
Okay, so
I'm ejecting people that already have a warning against them.
There's virtually no money involved. Like, we aren't handing out cash prizes. You can sell your dice and whatever, but like, I don't know.
That's why I'm not a judge. I'm a fucking parent. That's what I am. And when I go to an X-Wing gun as a judge, I'm a parent. Tell you once, get your shit straight. If I tell you twice, you're in timeout.
Like, have you ever played Mind Link?
Yes.
Ever in a tournament?
No.
Okay. Have you ever played?
I played against Mind Link.
Okay. Have you ever brought anything that dealt stress to a tournament?
Yes.
Yes.
Give me examples.
Rebel Captain.
Okay, keep going.
R3A2.
R3A2 Tactician.
And Flechette Cannon, baby.
Flechette Cannon. Any rigged cargo chutes? Any thermal detonators?
No, I played against all of them. Kyle, that's all Kyle does.
No, I'm saying, what were you playing?
I was playing usually Empire.
All right. Have you ever played rigged cargo chute or thermal detonator?
I personally no, have not. I've played against it.
I have
Mara
played
Jade?
Thermal Det against Satani.
Have you ever played Mara Jade Crew?
Yes.
Okay,
Awesome.
so then, yes, this is relevant. You would be ejected from your own tournament for not understanding the stress rules. Because you brought Mara Jade, your opponent brought Mind Link, and you can't recite the fact to me on how the same timing happens for Mind Link.
I never played the two of them together, no.
But you can't play the two of them together because half of it's your list and half of it's theirs.
No, I mean, I haven't played Mara Jade against an Atani Mind Link list.
Right, but so in a tournament, it could be the first time you hit it, right?
Sure. That's why I'm not a judge. I'm going to be a terrible fucking judge. I will be the first one to tell
I thought you were giving this as advice to the 15 people
No,
who are still listening to us for some reason. Okay, thank you.
Nobody takes my advice on this show. If you're taking my advice on this show, you don't know this show. That's why I have Chico and Kyle on the show. I just keep the bitch rolling.
Listen, please people don't go.
I just told you I was going to run Death Rain and Racklow. Nobody takes my advice.
That's not even Racklow. That's not what Racklow means.
Rack with Kylo on it.
No, you know what? Go ahead and run shitty Racklow and let Tyler feel how I feel when I watch people run shitty Ego.
It's like saying, I'm playing Palp Aces. I've got.
See, now I have to run that list just to see how well it does.
And Turfineer. Like you brought.
Going to bed. Fuck you. We're going to bed. Good night, everyone. Love you guys.
Hey, make sure to go into the crate thread and post I agree.
Very important.
And your thoughts on the new forum layout.
That fucking thread is so old news. Like,
Coach, you threw a fucking party when it hit the second page for 9 minutes.
I know. It was awesome.
The greatest thing to ever happen to OCX.
It was great. Oh, it was so good.
And all you did was play yourself because someone on Facebook was like, oh, I should go bump that. Crate's on top.
I did. I usually bump you guys after I take a print screen picture of you guys on page 2.
What's your phone?
It's AT
Kroll. It's real hard.
Yeah.
Hey,
don't-
I have a
don't
question.
think
Why do they
fucking
call you
shit.
coach if you're bad at everything?
Oh,
Because I can lift spirits.
it's true.
I don't preach the game. I don't preach that.
I'll
I
do it.
Holding up
I
a
just
bottle
pump
of hard
them
liquor does
full
not make you a coach.
of good feelings, and I can do that. I'm full of good feelings. I'm a good feeling kind of guy.
All right. Good night, everyone. Chris, I love you and miss you. Coach,
night,
I
Chad.
see you all the fucking time now, so I mean, it would be disingenuous to say I miss you or I don't see enough of you.
Apparently,
But-
we'll see you bitches next week.
I guess so.
What?
We basically recorded a whole other fucking cast right now, so
Ah.
I'll see you guys next week.
Good night, cuties.
Good night.